So it's some guy with the whole security story in the building. By the way, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Yep, another grand today. Oh, the winner yesterday was 18 years old. Isn't that fantastic?
Did I tell you that?
No, I asked Andrew. Andrew told me the winner for the $1,000 yesterday, what was his name? Ty. Ty in Seminole, 18 years old. That is fantastic. Probably just graduated high school, and the kid just walked away with $1,000 yesterday. My Julian's older than him because Julian's 19.
Yeah. Ty sounded a little chill on the phone.
Chill?
Yeah, he wasn't super excited sounding, but then when I found out he was 18, that made a little more sense. He's probably a little nervous.
That's great. $1,000. Great. Yeah. Wish it was 10,000. You know, 1,000's kind of cheap. Yeah, 1,000 kind of sucks.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. $1,000 for an 18-year-old kid?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So, of course, I'm talking about the MJ Cash Stash, where we're giving $1,000 away every single day. We had 5 winners last week, Monday through Friday. Yesterday, we started a whole new week Monday, and our first winner's Ty. You can be the second winner of the week later today. So the drill is simple. 9 o'clock this morning, the window opens, and sometime between 9 and 9:20, I'll give you the Cash Stash Song of the Day. I'll give you the title. I'll give you the artist. Hey, we'll even play a clip. And we only give it away at that time. So it's not like we repeat it during the course of the day. It doesn't happen like that. It's only between 9 and 9:20 that we give you the song title, and then you listen for it to play back. What time did it play yesterday, Rox?
12:19.
All right, so you didn't have to wait too long on that one. So we give away the title at, I think I gave away the title at 9:15 yesterday. So 9:15 I give the title, then it played a little after noon. So that was only, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Sometimes it could play in the 11 o'clock hour.
That's happened.
It could happen in the 10 o'clock. Who knows? Could happen, right at 10 o'clock. Anything. Actually, I could technically give you the title at 9:10, 9:15. I could play it at 9:30.
Could happen anytime.
Yeah.
Before 6 p.m.
But not right now.
No.
Yeah, not right now.
Right,
that makes no sense at all.
So keep listening, and we'll give you the new song titled between 9 and 9:20 this morning. Then listen and win $1,000. And this thing's going to go for weeks. So we gave away $5,000 last week. We got another $5,000 this week. We got more money next week after. So a good chunk of money. And also the other factor, which I think is cool, is it's a local-only contest. It's only Q105, only local winners. You're not going to have a national contest in this case. And listen, those national contests are good because people really do win. And we've had a bunch of winners over the years here in Tampa Bay. But you're competing with other cities, other stations within our company. When you hear us do, the national text line or whatever, this is a local-only contest. It's only Q105, only 104.7 FM. Yeah, Andrew, the producer, in the booth with his hand in the air like he doesn't care.
Yesterday's song, of course, was Boys of Summer.
Right, Don Henley.
But when we played Summer of 69, the phones went nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Boys of the Summer of 69.
Yes, that's what they thought the full title was, I guess.
I got my first real 6-string. And
that's an awful mashup.
After the Boys of Summer have gone.
We could mix in 69 boys, too, in that whole...
Oh, yeah, the Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll. Yeah. All right, so Froggy, I'm glad to see you got in the building this morning.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, I was about to tell the story. Yeah, I got some listener, giving me crap on Instagram on my DMs. Guy, what do they say? He slid into my DMs.
Ugh.
Slid right in.
I don't think it qualifies.
My DMs are all lubed up, and he slid right into my DMs. And the guy's all complaining, yeah, your security story was really anticlimactic. And the guy's like, busted my chops on the security story, which we finally were able to tell yesterday. And, man, who's this lady on Channel 8? Looks like she just rolled out of bed.
The reporter or the other?
No, there was the reporter. All right, so this guy's giving me crap. I was like, yeah, that was really anticlimactic. Our building was open for 2 months. Anybody can walk in the radio station 2 months before they got the security system fixed. And our doors locked here at the radio station. Anyone could have just walked right in. So Froggy had a problem with his security card, and you were not able to get into the exterior perimeter doors, and you were like running around from door to door yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that your card has been fixed and you're able to get in now. Is that true?
Yes, as I saw the guy. Forgot his name, but
You
he
saw
fixed it.
you mean the
Justin.
Justin, yes.
Right?
Justin.
the IT guy, right?
Very nice guy.
Yeah, Justin's very nice
He's
dude.
cool.
He took care of it for me.
Fantastic.
Finally.
Well, yeah, I mean, you had a problem for days. The system
It's
gets
just-
fixed, and then you had a problem the first day it was fixed. Then you had a problem the second day it was fixed.
Yep.
And now it has been rectified, right?
So I expect more issues tomorrow morning. Expect it not to work again for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, and I got some guy busting my butt. Yeah, that wasn't really a great story. You let me down. That was anticlimactic.
Aw.
I mean, come on, what are you talking about? A radio station housing some of the most popular radio stations in Tampa Bay, and the doors are wide open for 2 months before they get the security system fixed? I mean, literally, you pull in the parking lot, you walk right into the radio station anytime?
I'm sure his radio shows are real entertaining.
His radio
Yeah.
station is on lockdown all the time.
Yeah, why don't you send me a link to your show?
Punk.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Hey, guys, give me a hard. How dare you? Listen, I don't care. Give me a hard time. I don't give a flying crap. All right, Fester's wearing the shirt today that looks like my grandmother's wallpaper in the powder bathroom circa 1978.
Then your grandmother had good taste.
Oh, my
This
God.
is my favorite shirt
Dude,
now.
you wear the worst. Your shirts are the worst.
Dude.
Yours are the worst. Yesterday
what?
you wore a gray one, Glock in the corner. Today you're wearing a blue one with a collar shirt. I mean, you're like Papa Smurf of clothing.
Yeah. all
And
right.
you're all over people's appearances today. Fester's
Yeah.
shirt looks terrible. Someone just rolled out of bed on TV.
Look at you.
I look pretty put together today. Oh, by the way, no Powerball winner last night. So the $900 million jackpot goes to $1 billion. I picked up another couple of tickets with Julian last night. We went out late. We went out about 8:30, just up to the Publix near our house, picked up a couple of tickets. And, of course, I mean, now it's like almost 80 drawings, I think. It's like somewhere maybe high 70s with no winner. I mean, look at the number of tickets sold. Look at the frenzy. Look at the craze. And it just demonstrates how lousy the odds are. Hold on to that thought. We'll get into that later on here on the MJ Morning Show. And again, I think another worthy observation and fact to deliver regarding these lotteries. Hold on. Oh, and I shot a little video. I shot a little demo video on lottery odds and posted it on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio if you want to get a jump. Just getting rolling. Let's check traffic with Pat. And we're back in a minute on the MJ Morning Show.
Well, here we go. A big.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a breaking news alert. It is an MJ Morning Show news alert. Here we are at 6:21. It's Tuesday morning. The news just broke a short time ago that there was a $1 million winner in the Tampa Bay area. Yeah, nobody nationwide grabbed the $900 million. So the estimate for Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot, that rolls up to $1 billion now. So $1 billion estimate. No winner last night, but there were a number of $1 million winners around the country, including one in South Tampa. Check your freaking tickets. If you bought your Powerball ticket at the MZ Food Mart on South MacDill, that's at MacDill and Pearl. It's just south of Gandy. The MZ Food Mart, which is also a Texaco station, they sold a $1 million ticket. What do they got? 2 gas pumps out front? Two gas pumps?
Either side service, so 4 people can get gas at the same time.
I'm not looking for that kind of analysis. I'm just looking at 2 gas pumps.
You're looking for that kind of analysis? Listen, this is a pretty big deal. The MZ convenience store, the Texaco station on MacDill.
Yeah. That'd be South MacDill. Yeah.
I've been to this place.
Yeah, I've been there as well. I used to live right down the street from there. You know, the first place I lived when Michelle and I moved to Tampa Bay in 1994, we first rented at 4807 Bayshore, which are those condos right behind the Bigelow Mansion. You've got that big old mansion that is on Bayshore Boulevard, right at the corner of Gandy and Bayshore. You have that big mansion, and behind there are a whole bunch of condo units, and that's the first place where we rented, because I said to Michelle, all right, we're going to Tampa. Oh, it's right down from Brothers Auto.
I know. That's my boy Damien works there. I'm looking in their parking lot on the MapQuest to see if my car's there.
Yeah, his car was there all the time. That was the Lincoln Town car, right?
Yeah, the Lincoln was there on the regular.
Yeah, so Michelle and I, when we first moved to Tampa back in 94, and I got hired by the Power Pig, and I started the MJ and BJ morning show with BJ, I said to Michelle, yeah, let's rent. Yeah, I don't know if this gig's going to work out. I don't know if this job's going to work. I mean, who knows?
It all worked out.
We might be in and out of this whole Tampa Bay thing, you know. We might, the Power Pig. So we rent for a year before we bought our first house, which was right up MacDill, as a matter of fact. Just, you know, we rented first, and then we bought on Wallcraft right in between Himes and MacDill. So, yeah, for a while. And, you know, I rented in the neighborhood, and then I bought a house right nearby. So, yeah, I've purchased gas over the years at this place. So $1 million winner at the MZ Food Mart on MacDill and Pearl, South MacDill. It's just south of Gandy. And somebody bought $1 million ticket at this, one-off. You know what? I think I've seen MZ Food Mart elsewhere. I don't know if this is their only location.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's clearly like it's an independent owner. It's not a chain. This is like an independent operation. And somebody, I mean, hey, maybe it's an airman or something that works at the MacDill Air Force Base or something. I mean, somebody grabbed $1 million. And then, you know, we've spoken about this with the big jackpot. If you win the big Powerball jackpot or you win the giant Mega Millions jackpot, those are annuitized, meaning you only get the billion if you take the payouts every year over like 30 years. And that's how they get the jackpot to where the jackpot is it's the interest and how they hold the money, and it compounds over all of those years. That's how they come up with the billion. And, of course, the best thing to do, usually most accountants will tell you, you take the lump sum payout. For instance, go back. So Wednesday's drawing is $1 billion.
Okay.
So go back. So the cash payout now is $516.8 million. So if you win, listen, not a bad chunk of change, but it's not $1 billion. It's half of that. If you take the lump sum immediately versus the $1 billion, you got to take yearly installments over 30 years. Is what it typically averages out to be. But with the $1 million winner, they get that right away. That is a lump sum payment. So there's no annuity on the $1 million payout, which somebody just won on Southdale Mabry. Now, I saw there were a bunch of winners. What do I do with my story? Hang on a minute. How many?
You mean the 5 ticket holders?
Yeah. How many 5 numbers correct for $1 million were there around the country?
5. Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, New York, Pennsylvania. So the Florida one is right here, baby. The Florida one, I mean, it could be a listener. It could be a listener of the MJ Morning Show that won the $1 million. Can you imagine getting that freaking close? I mean, you're not going to get that close again. I mean, that's your one chance.
That's it.
That's it. You're not going to win another $1 million. You're not going to get another 5 numbers right ever again. And you're not going to get all numbers, and the Powerball correct. You're never get. That's your brush. And certainly, listen, $1 million payday, pretty good. That's going to immediately push you into the top tax bracket. So, if you roughly take 40% off of that, you're going to walk away with, about $600,000.
It's a pretty good chunk of change.
That is a pretty good chunk of change. So, we just talked about this yesterday. How, like, news reports say, oh, yeah, and we've got some millionaires out there. You'll hear, like, reporters and anchors on TV, talking about these lotteries and the $1 million winners. Oh, yeah, there are some brand new millionaires this morning. No, they're not. They're 100,000aires after they pay the federal taxes on that deal. But that's superb. All right, it's the MZ Food Mart Fester. I'm going to dial them up. Let me see. 813-831. I'm calling the MZ Food Mart. All right, Fester, pick up the line, and it's ringing. Let's see. And listen, this being like a one-off place, this is like an independent operation. The MZ Food. What time do they open?
Does it give hours?
Yeah, hang on. Well, I'm on Google right now.
It doesn't exactly look like a 24-hour place.
6 a.m. No, it's not a 24-hour place. So they open at 6 a.m. They close at 10 p.m. So
Nice.
yeah, it's not even a 7-Eleven. It's a 610. Yes, we're going down to the 6th. So is it just ringing?
Yeah, I'm on like ring number 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no answer at the MZ.
We're going to have a listener reporter go in there for us with their cell phone live.
All right, I'm hanging up.
No, it's just ringing?
Yeah.
Put it back on hold. Wait, is there like no phone connected to the wall?
Maybe they don't have a phone.
Dude, hit the hold button. Fester has no idea how to even hit the
it's
hold
the big-
button. Dude, it's the...
on hold now.
All right.
It's on hold.
So it's still ringing?
Yeah.
Some bitch, it's still ringing. Hey, Ebbs.
Now, do they get a small chunk of change for selling the $1 million ticket?
Why don't you look that up there, smart guy? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, they sold the $1 million ticket. Yeah, they got a bag of chips. Oh, hey, I think I'm
It
into
just
the
beeped.
I think I'm into the alarm system now.
Yes.
It just beeped. Something just answered. Hello, MZ Food. No, it just hung up on me.
Yeah, after 60 rings, it just disconnects.
No, there was a beep. There was a little like beep. It was like something answered at the MZ Food Mart. You know what we're going to have to do later on? We're going to have a listener, a reporter listener that we're going to send in to the MZ Food Mart live on the phone and have to just walk up to the front counter and say, hey, I'm a deputized reporter this morning for the MJ Morning Show, and your damn phone won't work, but they want to talk about the $1 million ticket being sold at the MZ Food Mart on South MacDill in South Tampa. That's fantastic. All right. It really hits close to home that here, oh, yeah, somebody won in Connecticut, somebody won in Kentucky, somebody won $1 million in New York, somebody won $1 million in Pennsylvania, and Florida right here. Right down the street from right down the street from where I used to live in South Tampa. All right, 6:31 as we get rolling here on the MJ Morning Show. But the big news is, if you bought a ticket for Powerball at the MZ Food Mart on South MacDill and Pearl, just south of Gandy, $1 million winner. from last night's Powerball drawing. Not too shabby. All right, let's do early morons of the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. First, though, let me tell you about... What did we say first?
I think I said
Lunch Pail Louie?
Lunch.
What is
bucket.
it? So it's Lunch Money Lewis. Yeah, love that damn thing. All right, so early morons of the news. Do you remember we talked about this maniac? I think it was last week. Some maniac on a transatlantic flight coming back to the United States apparently flipped out because they didn't have his first choice for meal in business class. You remember this?
Okay, yeah. Didn't we talk? I saw this story yesterday, and I'm like, didn't we talk about this
We
on
did.
air?
The reason why the story's back around is video has now surfaced of this maniac. And I sent Andrew the audio last night, and it sucks. There's like no audio. I mean, I want to hear like yelling and screaming, and there's like what we agree, what engine noise, this background airplane engine hum, right, Andrew? There's nothing. The audio sucks.
Correct. If you're going to record these things, get closer to the person you're recording.
Exactly. Put your phone right in their face. If someone's freaking out, I've got to have good audio for this damn radio show. So if you're about to capture something on video, be conscious of the audio. Get your phone in their face so I can get some good usable audio for the radio show.
Actually, carry a portable microphone that you can plug into your phone at all times.
Or carry a boom mic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get that big furry mic.
Yeah,
you ever see like the movie mics?
Oh yeah.
You know, they're on you got the sound guy with the big pole. It looks like a pool skimmer pole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
you got
big caterpillar on the end of it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the big furry mic. So you have like the big long stick, and it looks like you got a pool skimmer. and you got the little net, you're scraping up all the leaves out of your pool, but instead of there being like a net, you got a microphone.
There you go.
And you got the windscreen on there, and it looks like a big furry raccoon.
It's like you just caught a raccoon.
Exactly. Or
Or
maybe
a skunk.
Or maybe you work for the wildlife services and you just capture, you get those long poles with the lasso ropes where they capture animals.
Yeah.
Hey, animal capturer, pool skimmer, sound guy with a big furry microphone at the end. Yeah, get one of those things and have that all the way down the aisle. Get me some good audio on this. Yeah, so the reason why, Roxanne, the story resurfaced is because the video came out. Footage has emerged of a business class passenger on a transatlantic flight harassing attendants because he didn't receive his preferred choice of an in-flight meal and then berated airport staff after his outburst. So he's yelling at the flight attendants, using the F-bomb, calling them DBs. Those are Delta Bravos.
Whoa.
Then once the plane lands, he starts yelling at the airport staff on the ground. Yeah, the video, so multiple videos. Why did it take so long for the videos to emerge? So the videos appear to show this unnamed passenger on United Flight 20, going on this rant and saying, bleep you, calling the flight attendants douches.
Yeah. I mean,
Did he order
What?
the kosher meal?
And actually videoing a customer service manager while threatening that he would end up on Fox News over the incident. So on the ground, once they make an emergency landing, because this guy's having a conniption meltdown because his first choice for his meal in business class was not available. Sorry, sir, we don't have any more of those. And he flips out.
What a prima donna.
Oh my God! Because you're on a flight. Well, we have a choice of the pasta. We've got the beef or the fish, or sometimes it's the chicken. And let's say he said, "Yes, I'll take the beef." Oh, sir, I'm sorry, we're out of that. I just gave out the leg. And the guy just.
how come none of the stories have what the meal choices were? I want to know what he picked and didn't get and what he ended up with that caused all of this.
Yeah, that's.
I haven't eaten on a flight. I haven't gotten a meal on a flight in forever.
Right? Well,
You
that's
never-
international, I
I
guess.
never really
yeah.
did it.
Well, if you fly domestically, even if you fly like Tampa to New York, you'll get a meal if you're in business class. And you know my drill. I've told the story. I've got pretty good. I'm Delta Platinum. So I've got Delta Platinum. I'm not Diamond, but Delta Platinum gets me upgraded. Usually, I 75 to 90% of the time. It depends. It depends where you're flying from and to. Like if I'm in Atlanta, if I'm flying Tampa to Atlanta, which I don't do very often, but we did it recently. If I fly Tampa to Atlanta, I never get an upgrade on Delta because that's just a busy freaking route. But I got upgraded from Tampa to, no upgrade from Tampa to Atlanta, but I got an upgrade from Atlanta to BDL, which is Hartford, Connecticut, Windsor Locks, Bradley International. Got an upgrade. And my deal is, Michelle and I, when we travel on Delta or any airline, we buy the cheapest seat. Unless it's like, you can't bring a carry-on. Because even if you fly JetBlue, they got Blue Basic. We'll buy like the middle fare where you can bring a carry-on on the airplane. So, Delta-wise, I get upgraded quite a bit as long as I'm not going through Atlanta. But this maggot, what a nut.
If I'm dying on a sword of you don't have the meal I wanted, it's not going to be an in-flight meal.
Yeah.
It's going to be at a fancy restaurant.
And what I was going to say, because Froggy said, I can't remember last time I got a meal. If you're flying international, even in coach, if you're in economy on one of the major airlines and you're flying, from the U.S. to Europe, or you're getting a meal. So you're going to get food on those long flights, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. You're going to get a meal even back in coach. But what I was saying, like on Delta, for instance, I buy the cheapest seat on Delta, and because of my Delta status, I immediately get upgraded to Comfort Plus. So, like, as I just made the reservation and it lets me pick my seat, immediately I can pick a Comfort Plus seat for no charge because of the upgradability with my Delta Platinum. And then I'll get upgraded sometimes from Comfort Plus to first class or business class. And Froggy, when you're in business class, like on Delta or any of the major airlines, not Southwest, obviously, or I don't know about JetBlue, but JetBlue has, I think, some of the JetBlue flights have first class now or business class, I think, for the longer international flights. But you made a point, Froggy, that when's the last time you got a meal on a flight? Well, obviously you're flying coach then, right?
Yes, sir.
Or if you're
Why waste the money?
Or if you're on Southwest, then you're getting a bag of pretzels or snack mix or whatever the deal is. But this guy, what a dope. United Airlines previously confirmed that the nearly 10-hour flight from Houston to Amsterdam on July 9th had been diverted to Chicago O'Hare, landed safely following a passenger disturbance. The man was reportedly upset that even though he'd paid $1,000 for his ticket, flight attendants would not serve him the first course of his meal while the plane was still on the runway. That's the update to the story.
Oh, so it's not so much that they didn't have the meal.
Right.
It's that he didn't get it when he wanted it.
Well, but the headline is meal choice. So he got into the fight with flight attendants because he didn't receive his preferred choice of an in-flight meal. Now, it sounds like he wanted to be served food while the plane was still on the runway before it even took off from Houston, is what it sounds like. So that seems like that was like round one, and then it must have escalated. So his anger, it lasted until after they took off. So he's already pissed because they said, no, sir, we can't serve you your meal. If you're in first class or business class, they'll give you a drink typically. So they'll serve you a drink while you're at the gate or, while you're even early taxi, but then they collect those drinks before takeoff. So this guy wants his meal. He wants the first course of his meal while they're still on the ramp. The tarmac is what the story says, but every pilot I know, they say, don't say tarmac. We call it the ramp. So after they took off, as the plane is 2.5 hours into the journey, the pilots had to land in Chicago. They had to dump fuel because it had enough fuel to make it from Houston to Amsterdam. So they had to dump fuel. Some planes you can actually dump fuel to lighten the load because you can't land with all of that weight, all of that jet fuel.
What do you dump it over a bunch of trees? You
Well,
can't drop it over a subdivision.
Well, you can, but it comes out like a spray, so it kind of dissipates. It's not like you got buckets of Jet A kerosene just falling down on your house.
I was wondering.
But what a bonehead. So witnesses said the passenger was in seat 11G and he appeared to be intoxicated. Yeah, he probably got all loaded up at one of the bars at the airport prior to even boarding the flight. But he's calling the flight attendants douches and he's saying F you to everyone. Then once they land in Chicago, then he's screaming at the gate agents there. I'm a regular traveler like everyone else, but I decided because I'm going to pay $1,000 because I have injuries, and all I wanted was a meal. So he's screaming. I'm guessing this guy's going to be banned from United Airlines for life as well.
I don't know that you want to spend any time in a Chicago jail either.
What a bonehead. Yeah, hey, Andrew, do you have the audio sample? Yeah, play some of the audio. I just wish there was better audio. This guy, screaming and calling the flight attendants, names. All right, hit the audio. Go.
Yeah. I've been paying $1,000 in the ring.
All right, you hear something about $1,000. You got to be careful because the F-bombs are buried in here somewhere.
I don't know who you're looking at, but I want.
I can't. So that's the audio. Come on. Hey, whoever recorded this, get your phone closer to the maniac at 11G, would you please?
Now, there's also plenty of unedited footage of him at the counter.
At the airport once they landed in Chicago. And I don't think he was arrested. I don't think he was arrested. Hold on. Let's see. There's an update here. United in a statement said the flight continued to Amsterdam. They were like 3 hours late. I don't think the dude was, but he's never flying United again, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
All right, 6:52 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And coming up when we get back, I'm just looking at my list. Did you guys see the video I shot last night? We got to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Froggy, your parking lot idiocy video, that's coming close to like 10,000 views. Yeah.
Where you invaded my privacy.
I didn't invade your privacy. You're driving like an imbecile. So, folks, if you don't know about this, if you don't know about Froggy and our parking lot last week, if you don't know about the video, hold on. We'll fill you in on that and a whole lot more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey. Yeah, 7:05, 7:06 now. How the hell did we get so late?
By playing
What
that
the-
kick-ass song?
Yeah, listen, I apologize.
Pour some sugar on me.
I wish it wasn't a cold ending song because I would have faded it after like 2 minutes. But it's kind of, you got a cold ending song.
We all know how the song
Yeah,
ends. It
yeah,
would have been
I-
okay.
What are we going to do?
Yeah. Anyway, so if you're used to us already talking with award-winning MJ content like 3 or 4 minutes ago, I apologize if you're a creature of habit and you're like, hey, why the hell are they playing the song now? They're usually talking now because we got late. I don't know what the hell happened. So now this segment, I got to shorten a little bit because we got the long hour and 20 minutes coming up in just a bit. Hey, this is good news. Fester just spoke to Damien.
Yes.
So Damien works at Brothers Auto, I mean, for what, 20 plus years, right?
I mean, maybe 30 years.
I mean,
I've known him as long as I've been in radio.
A long time. Damien is one of the mechanics at Brothers Auto, which is a long-time independent auto repair shop on South MacDill in South Tampa. And they are literally a block or so away from the MZ Food Mart on South MacDill at MacDill and Pearl, just south of Gandy. The MZ Food Mart sold $1 million Powerball ticket. And, of course, the drawing last night, there was no jackpot winner. So the Powerball jackpot goes from $900 million up to $1 billion for the Wednesday drawing tomorrow night. But this little MZ Food Mart Texaco station right on the corner of Pearl and MacDill, south of Gandy in South Tampa, they sold $1 million ticket. So Brothers Auto is literally it's a block down. It's one block. He could throw a Twinkie from Brothers Auto and it'll land in the parking lot.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, absolutely. So Damien is leaving his house now.
Yeah.
And he's going to work at Brothers, and he's going to be our on-the-scene action news reporter. We're going to send Damien in with a cell phone because we've tried to call the MZ Food Mart.
I mean, they say they opened at 6,
But-
and we called.
Maybe they open at 7. I don't know. All right, so hold on. Maybe we'll try them again in a few minutes. But Damien's on the way to work. So Damien, the master auto mechanic, we're going to have him walk in with a cell phone live into the MZ Food Mart to see if we can interview some clerk about, hey, did you guys know you sold $1 million ticket?
Yeah, I'm sure they know.
And did we determine they get $1,000? Is that it?
According to Andrew, who did all the heavy lifting on this
Yeah.
one, he said that the MZ Food Mart will receive $1,000 for selling the $1 million ticket. Yeah. And he said if they sold the big jackpot,
Yeah.
it's a lower big jackpot,
Yeah.
it's $20,000.
But if they sold and each state varies.
Yeah.
So each state lottery who administers Powerball or Mega Millions, each state is different as far as what the retailer gets. Some states, it sucks. Some states, you sell $1 billion Powerball jackpot and the store gets like $100,000. Which, listen, that's it's not chump change, but still, compared to $1 billion, that's not a lot. So in Florida, do we know what the stores get if they sell the massive jackpot?
So, again, according to Andrew, my resource on almost everything
Yes.
lately anyway,
Yep. Uh-huh.
it starts at 20,000 and it incrementally works its way up with a bigger jackpot. So I don't know what the payout would be for $1 billion, but it's a lot more than 20.
Yes, Andrew.
According to the Powerball, the Florida Lottery website, the bonus commission for a starting jackpot prize is $20,000.
Yep.
Each time the jackpot prize rolls over, the bonus commission increases by $5,000 until it reaches a maximum of $100,000.
And again, that's the retailer getting a bonus for selling a big winning ticket. So apparently, the $1 million ticket sold at this Texaco MZ Food Mart on South MacDill, they're going to get $1,000 out of the million. So listen, it's not nothing, but meh. Meh. Hey, so Froggy, I'm looking now at the video count. Folks, if you haven't seen Froggy's horrific driving, and you know what? Damn. This morning.
It was just a little mistake.
Well, this morning, Froggy was ahead of me, but I pulled around him after we went through the light at Roosevelt and MLK here in St. Pete. I should have stayed behind Froggy and rolled video because I would have seen him probably drive over the curbs again. I don't know what the deal is, but Froggy,
Well, I was watching a video this morning, the history of Bobby Heenan.
dude, you can't watch videos while you're driving.
Since I taped my phone to my steering wheel, it really has helped. I just have to turn my head a little bit when I turn.
It hurts your neck a little bit.
Dude, will you stop it? You're setting such a bad example to kids that are going to learn to drive at some point.
I don't use it when my kids are in the car, obviously.
It's awful. Anyway, if you want to see Froggy, almost 10,000 views. According to my Instagram, and here's what happened. I recognize whenever I'm behind Froggy, he drives over sidewalks and curbs. So he comes off of MLK and turns into Bay Point. You go underneath of, what is that, Gandhi?
Yes.
You go under Gandhi on MLK, then the first left is the back of our office park. And then I watch Froggy drive in. He makes the left turn, and then he hits the curb on the right side with his right rear tire.
Well, he's following a very important rule you learn early in life that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Then, as he's driving down, he makes a right turn onto Executive Center Drive North, and again, he hits the curb again with his right tire.
It's called being a truck owner.
Then the first left is into our parking lot on Executive Center Drive North. And as he pulls in, I see him again. He hits the curb with his right tire. How that thing is not like dangling off the axle, or how you have.
Sorry, I don't drive those New York City cars like you.
What are you talking about? How
I hit curbs.
How the sidewall of your tire's not ripped out?
I got a good durable truck.
He doesn't drive a taxi
with a lot of
cab.
characters.
So last week, I noticed as we're walking out of the building, I'm walking out to the exit where I leave, and Froggy uses the rear exit, and I see Froggy. I look down because I can see Froggy's truck because he parks in the same spot, and I see Froggy get into his truck, so I know he's about to leave, and I'm like, come on, hit the curb, hit the curb, hit the curb. I roll video just to demonstrate how bad Froggy's driving is. Mm-hmm. So I roll video, and I'm hiding behind the rear right of my SUV so Froggy can't see me, and I'm rolling, and I'm narrating. Is this the audio here? I roll. You got to hit the.
Yeah,
you got to hit that. Let me let it reset, so folks can hear it. But if you haven't seen the video, people are like cracking up. Froggy's driving over the curb, the sidewalk. It's unbelievable. Let's let the Instagram. Here we go. Listen to this.
I just saw Froggy get into his truck. Watch him. He drives over curbs. He has no recognition of like the right side of his vehicle. Watch. He's leaving the parking lot now. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
You can even hear the truck.
Look at my fishing poles bouncing.
Coming to work, going.
I mean, you can even hear the truck, the metal clanking as he drives over curbs and sidewalks. And people are commenting he almost hit the stop sign.
That curb is a little too far out. I think.
It's not.
And I don't think the curb height is regulation.
And then people are noticing that he also blew through the stop sign.
There's never cars there.
And you got the security guys that are driving those little golf carts. You're going to run them over for crying out loud.
I'm tired of them.
I mean, the life choices, people.
I'll run them over.
Yeah, I mean, that guy.
So, Froggy, I just wanted to congratulate you. You're at almost 10,000 views. That's good. For my Instagram, I've got 13,000 followers on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And for my 10,000 views.
That's a big ratio.
That's a really good ratio to get 10,000 views on a video when I've got 13,400 followers. All right, if you haven't seen the video, go look at it. It's on my Instagram. It's Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. And while you're there, give me a follow because I got to get my Instagram. I mean, my Twitter is like close to 40,000, and my Instagram is just puttering around at 13,400. So I got to jack up my Instagram.
I'll meet with you after the show if you want to do some strategizing, and I'll give you some ways to boost it quickly.
But bikini shots, you want put me in a G-string? All right, so folks, also give me a follow on Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. When we get back, we're going to do an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show. Every morning about 7:23, 7:24, we start 1 hour and 20 minutes nonstop MJ morning show. Today's no exception, and that's next. And we're going to try to send Damien, Fester's friend, the auto mechanic from Brothers, we're going to try to send him live into the MZ Mini Mart that sold $1 million Powerball ticket on South McDill last night. So hold on. Back in a second, and we got a loaded. I can't even go over everything. Oh, and don't forget, coming up at 9 o'clock, between 9 and 9:20, we'll give you the new MJ Morning Show Cash Stash Song of the Day. So between 9 and 9:20, we'll tell you what song to listen for. That's going to play sometime guaranteed before 6. If you're the 7th caller, you'll win $1,000 here on the MJ Morning Show and Q105 with our Cash Stash. So hang on. Hour and 20 minutes nonstop MJ next. If you're making a move. Q105. All right, 7:27. Yes, I'm running a little late this morning. My apologies. We will still start an hour and 20 minutes nonstop, MJ. How did I get late? I don't know how the hell I got late today. An hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ starts right now. So I'll push a little later on the back end. So you're not going to get short shrifted. You're not going to get shortchanged. All right, we're a few minutes away. Do we know if Damien's in place yet?
He is. He just called me during the last couple of seconds of Tom Petty, and he's
really?
like, "I'm here," and I'm like, "Well, you're a little bit early, pal."
Hey, let's get going with this. This is perfect.
Absolutely.
All right, you got the MJ Morning Show, Fester, Froggy, Roxanne, me, MJ, and we had breaking news first thing this morning. Nobody won the Powerball jackpot last night. Dude, that chair just makes a racket.
Yeah, it's a turd.
I thought I heard that they authorized the purchase of new chairs for the studios.
No, only for the country station.
Are you serious?
They don't buy new stuff around here, do they?
I don't know.
We got new secondhand chairs.
But I don't know, folks, if you just heard all the clunking and clicking and clanking. Froggy sits down and listen.
Yeah, let me see. This is what it's usually like.
Yeah, listen to this.
Oh, it's not doing it now.
Anyway, so
Okay, stop.
There, how about that?
It's
You
the
hear
only
that?
chair we have. Stop it, please.
my God. Hey, Roxanne, come on in, join us. We've been
That's
back.
all right.
We've been back for 2 minutes.
You
Go
didn't
ahead.
miss anything, Rox.
What are you
Don't
recording
worry.
the midday
What's going
stuff?
on, guys?
What are you
What's
doing?
happening?
Where have you been?
Well, we have this new thing called a security card that you need to get back into the building if you go out to use the restroom.
Right.
And I've been conditioned for the past 2 months to not need my security card.
Oh,
So I got locked out.
Yeah, because the doors were wide open around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was, by the way, if you missed the story, that was like the breaking news that I was dying to talk about for 2 months, and we couldn't because it was a security nightmare. Our doors to the radio station were wide open since May 18th, and it just got fixed last week. May 18th, our security system died. Every door was wide open.
Anybody could have walked in.
Anyone could have walked. Hey, listen to this. So I was talking about the security issue, right? And I said, hey, I can't reveal it yet, but man, we got a major story to talk about. I finally was able to reveal it yesterday because there was still like one door that was still kind of, janky. So it's all fixed now. So all of our doors are locked. But Bobby Lang.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby Lang, who follows me on Instagram, Bobby Lang sent me a DM. Hello, MJ. With the lack of security that was going on at your station today, you announced it, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Bobby Lang was something different.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Lang wanted to know. I'm sorry. I don't want to disparage
Ooh.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby
Bobby's
Lang.
a good guy.
No, it's a Bobbi, so I think it's a woman.
Whoa.
So I don't want to disparage Bobby Lang. Bobby Lang, she wanted to know if when the woman came into our lobby with the chicken, remember if the doors were broken then.
Or sick chicken.
No. The doors were not broken then. The doors were fine. Some salesperson, probably Mark Zallis,
probably.
let the sick chicken lady into our. This lady's driving around. What didn't she say? She was like from Indiana, and she pulled off the interstate, and she ends up in the lobby of our radio station with a sick chicken,
Asking for help.
She's holding a chicken, and she wants to help. See if she can get help from us to get money so she can take her sick chicken to the vet. I'm like, my God, take your sick chicken down to KFC or something,
Yeah.
right down the.
Eat that thing.
Exact. So, no, that was Bobby Lang. Bobby Lang sent me a direct message wanting to know if the security issue at the radio station allowed the chicken lady to get in. No, that was, the doors were locked then. But then there was someone else that said, hey, MJ, I thought your story about the security system was anticlimactic. What do you mean? A major radio facility with some of the top radio stations in the Tampa Bay market, and all of our doors are open for 2 months? And I tell the story that anyone could have walked in at any time, and I got a listener giving me crap. Oh, hey, MJ, that was pretty anticlimactic. What do you want? Like someone to get like stabbed in the eyeball? Wait, would that have been better for you?
Well,
I mean, you bring up that scenario, and it's
Right.
pretty good.
pretty entertaining.
All right, so here's the deal. Breaking news last night, Powerball produced a bunch of $1 million winners around the country. not here, or I'm sorry.
$5 million winners, three $2 million winners, no jackpot winners.
That's what I'm trying to say. So no jackpot winner. So nobody won the jackpot. So there is no $900 million winner. But what did happen is at the MZ Food Mart on South MacDill in South Tampa, they sold $1 million winning ticket.
Yes.
Wow.
So was that 5 numbers matched?
No Powerball.
Yeah, so here, let me get Damien on the phone because this is fantastic. We have our action on the scene reporter, Damien, who is a master mechanic over at Brothers Auto. Brothers Auto is an independent auto shop on South MacDill, just a block south of the gas station convenience store. And Damien, he's been at Brothers Auto for 20 plus years.
I mean, as long as I can remember.
He used to work on the Bluesmobile when we first got it.
Yeah, he's been there a minute.
All right, let me get Damien on the line because we tried to call the MZ Food Mart earlier and they wouldn't pick up the phone.
Was he just sitting in the middle of the food mart waiting for us? How long has he been there? Like 10 minutes?
He's like, I'm here. He calls me, I'm here. I'm like, we're 5 minutes away.
Okay, so
Hang loose.
Yeah, Damien is in the parking lot at the MZ Food Mart.
I don't know where he is. If he's in the parking lot or inside the store or inside the bathroom.
Hey, Damien.
Hey, what's up?
Damien, long time, man. It's MJ. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Dude, remember the days you worked on our 74 Dodge Monaco? You used to work on the Bluesmobile.
I remember the Bluesmobile.
Oh,
How can
man,
you forget it?
I wish I still had that thing. And I had no idea we were going to relaunch the MJ Morning Show, and I would have saved the Bluesmobile. We'd be back on the road with the damn thing.
Right?
Yeah, anyway.
Riding again.
Hey, so, Damien, you work at Brothers Automotive right down the street, a long-time South Tampa independent auto shop. Hey, how often, Damien, do you or others from Brothers Auto walk to this MZ Food Mart to get a, Mountain Dew or whatever?
Oh, every day.
Every day. All right. Now, is there any chance that anyone at Brothers Auto bought a Powerball ticket that could have been the $1 million winner?
I don't know. If they don't show up, then they are.
Well,
Listen,
it's $1 million is nothing to sneeze at. After you pay taxes, you're probably going to be walking away with about $600,000, which is not that bad because
Not chump change.
no, it's not chump change with the Powerball. With the big jackpot, the $900 million from last night, which nobody won. So Powerball goes to $1 billion for tomorrow night's drawing, which is a lot of money. With that, you don't get the cash payout is less. It's generally about half is the cash payout, and that's because the big number is based on a 30-year annuity. Blah blah blah. But with the $1 million winner, you get a lump sum. You actually get the $1 million. It's not like, you want to take the cash up front. You actually get the $1 million. So we tried to call this MZ Food Mart, which is located at, 52...
is it 5260 South
no,
MacDill?
5247.
All right, it's across the street. Okay.
So it's at South MacDill and Pearl, and it's just south of Gandy. And the MZ Food Mart, which is a Texaco gas station as well, they sold $1 million ticket. Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, New York, and Pennsylvania had $1 million prizes. So, Damien, we tried to call earlier. They opened at 6, according to Google, and nobody answered. So, Damien, we're going to send you in live as our on-the-scene reporter, and you got to say, hey, it's Damien from Brothers Auto right down the street. I've been deputized as an MJ Morning Show on-the-street reporter, and the MJ Morning Show wants to talk to you live, and we're going to try to have you hand the cell phone to the clerk behind the counter, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. So, Damien, where are you right now? Are you in the parking lot?
No, I'm in the store. Right now.
You're in the store right now.
All
right, so
he's probably looking at the
all right,
person.
are there people in the store?
Yeah. We got to wait till the people are done.
All right, so are there are people at the counter right now?
Yeah.
How many people are in line?
Oh, there's just 2 in here right now.
All right, so
There's no other news agency, like all the news trucks aren't down there, like Fox 13 isn't down there, or News Channel 8 or anything like that?
No.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, right?
Are we the only news operation, the MJ Morning Show Action News MJ? We're the only ones covering this, the $1 million winner at this food mart on.
Only one right now.
Say it again.
You're the only one right now.
All right, how close are we to going up to the counter?
Oh no. You want to talk to him?
Yeah. All right. So hey, tell the clerk, hey, it's the MJ Morning Show live on Q105.
It's the MJ Morning Show live on Q105.
Can we talk to him?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Hey, are you the MZ Food Mart guy?
I am the MZ Food Mart guy.
Dude, listen, we're live on the air, MJ Morning Show on Q105. So you know that you guys sold $1 million ticket, right?
Yeah. I found out this morning. I got 1 million phone calls from customers.
Wow. So, yeah, we tried to call you, and the phone just rang and rang and rang. So then I sent Damien, and Damien works across over at Brothers Auto, and we've known Damien for years. So what's your name?
My name's Ali.
Ali, do you own the store, or does your family own the store? What's the story?
Yeah. So I'm one of the owners here at the store.
Oh, this is fantastic.
That's awesome.
All right, so MZ Food Mart on Pearl and South McDill, just south of Gandy. It's a Texaco branded station and convenience store. So, Ali, so how did you initially hear that you sold $1 million Powerball winner?
So we got another store, and one of the other customers at the other store was saying that he heard of the MJ Morning Show.
Oh, really? So a customer told the other, because I know I've seen MZ Food Mart elsewhere. Where's the other store?
On West Shore and Bay.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right, so I know because I've seen MZ Food Mart elsewhere. So this is great. Another listener told the other MZ Food Mart they heard about it on the MJ Morning Show that you guys sold $1 million ticket. So apparently, Ali, you guys are going to get $1,000 from the lottery for selling the winning ticket.
Oh, no shit. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
We're all really excited, Ali.
I hit the dump button. I don't think it worked.
That's good.
So that's a fleeting mention. All right. So Ali, this is exciting. I mean, it would have been unbelievable if you guys sold. Can you imagine one number away from you guys selling the $900 million ticket?
Yeah, it's kind of wild, man. I was thinking about it on the drive here. I'm like, man, that would have been crazy, honestly. I'm happy for everyone the $1 million, but God, I couldn't even believe selling the $1 billion winner.
You know, so now the jackpot goes to $1 billion. It was $900 million last night. So tomorrow's jackpot is now going to go to $1 billion. I don't know if after you sell 5 winning numbers and a $1 million winner, I don't know what the odds are of you guys now selling the big jackpot, but it's very exciting. And I'm wondering, when the $1 million winner is going to come forward. Hey, listen, let me put it out there. Hey, Ali's telling us that listeners are telling the other store that MJ Morning Show's talking about this. So by any chance, if you purchased your Powerball ticket at the MZ Food Mart, which just won $1 million. And listen, there are folks could be listening now that bought a ticket there that didn't even check the numbers yet. So if you bought a Powerball ticket at the MZ Food Mart Texaco on South McDill and Pearl, check your tickets because they sold $1 million ticket. Now, by any chance, if we have a listener that did win, and you're already, call us up, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 if by any chance the $1 million winner is listening. Hey, Ali, congratulations. And I'm sure no news operations have called you yet?
No one yet.
How could Channel 10, Channel 13, Channel 8, Channel 28, how could nobody have, only the MJ Morning Show is covering this?
So far,
we've got our deputized reporter Damien, the mechanic, busting in with the breaking news.
Hey, Ali, when I'm in the neighborhood next time, I'll stop in and say hi.
Yeah, definitely do so, man. It'd be a pleasure.
Hey, Ali, thanks for coming on. Are you one of the owners?
Yeah.
All right, so Ali, one of the owners of this MZ Food Mart. Ali, we'll be in touch, buddy, and congratulations.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
You bet. I give the phone back to Damien.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, Damien, that was beautiful. Dude.
Damien reporting live from McDill.
Yeah, all right, do me a favor. Say, this is Damien from Brothers Auto reporting live at the MZ Food Mart.
This is Damien from Brothers Auto reporting live at the MZ Food Mart.
On the MJ Morning Show.
That's beautiful.
On the MJ Morning Show.
Look at that.
Oh, Damien, great job.
Reported for a day. Good job.
Look at that.
Hey, Damien, I got to call you later and bring in the caddy.
Oh, jeez.
I got a couple of issues.
Bring
Like,
it down.
All right, can you? I know Damien does not want Fester to buy new cars because Fester would not be, going to Brothers Auto for service.
oh,
But Fester in his 2004 Lincoln Town car, Fester in his now 2010 Caddy DTS.
I put Damien's kid through Hillsborough Community College. Kid me with my Lincoln Town car.
All right, Davey, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
one.
Damien.
Good buddy.
It couldn't have gone any better than that, buddy. Thanks.
I tell you,
All right.
Damien is the best. He's a great guy.
That's fantastic. That worked just absolutely beautifully.
And he might have a second career in reporting.
Oh, yeah.
Damien.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't have to do all these,
Yeah.
catalytic converters and carburetors anymore. You can
No.
go live from the scene, bro.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to bring something up. Sorry to take a little turn here, but I've been getting some text messages. I mean, really over the past couple days, I'm seeing more people coming down with the old COVID.
Oh,
great.
Yep.
Oh, our new general manager, Ron, he put out an email yesterday. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I think we've got some COVID, because of HIPAA or whatever. They're not saying like who, but I think we've got some COVID cases in the building. It's sort of out of sight, out of mind for a lot of people. Oh, COVID's done. The pandemic's over. Well, listen, the pandemic's over. But the whole COVID thing's going to be with us probably forever. It seems to be very manageable, but, you bringing this up also reminds me that over the past, couple of months and even the last couple of weeks, I've heard about numerous people that I know that have COVID. So it is still floating out there. And you're telling me, how many people do you know that are cranked with it?
I know 3 right now.
Right now, you know
Yes.
3 people with COVID?
Yes, and one of my friends, I mean, they're all in different stages of it.
What are they licking each other?
No,
What's-
none of them
Did you say how many people do you know that are cranked with it? Is that a medical term? Did you learn that from your brother, the doctor? Well, he's cranked with it, all right.
Cranked up with COVID. Yeah, one of my friends who got it, she said she went to the ER only because she's a little bit of a hypochondriac, was paranoid it was meningitis.
Right.
She was taking some Tylenol and her fever wasn't going down. So she went to the ER for it. They tested her. They're like, no, you don't have meningitis. You do have COVID. And so she was, oh, no, you get a little startled. What should I do? They're like, you're fine. Go home and rest and take some Zyrtec. They actually told her to take Zyrtec
some
because it was stuck in her nose, I guess.
Well, Zyrtec is like for allergies.
I know. This is what the ER people told her. And then,
What is COVID's now reduced to pollen?
Well, it's,
and they said, don't lie in bed too often. You don't want the fluid to get in there. But the most important thing I took from what she told me is the person who was treating her, the medical provider, she said, look at me. I don't have PPE on. I'm not wearing any of that. It's just a cold now. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. So the 3 people that you know, they're not like laid up in the ICU. They're
No.
not on ventilators.
No.
It's all
cold.
it's all like a manageable, like it's more like cold-like symptoms
it's like,
now.
all 3 of them have said the same thing as they had one bad day, one
All
bad
right.
cold day.
So I got my initial vaccination shot.
Yep.
Then I got the second one a month later.
Yep.
And then I got one booster.
Yep.
Am I ever going to get another
You
vaccination
know what?
shot
you're
again?
not.
I got those 3, and I didn't do any of the other
Yeah.
ones. I got the initial, then the follow-up, and then the booster, and that was it for me. And I've never had COVID. Or maybe I did have COVID, and I was 100% asymptomatic, no symptoms whatsoever. So there's who knows? But I never knowingly ever had anything that I would have perceived as having the vid.
Same here.
Yeah. Fester, you had it, right?
Yeah.
Look
I
at
was-
the COVID kids right here.
Yes.
And then Froggy, you had it as well,
yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah, Kim had it. Yeah, Froggy's whole house was shut down.
Are you calling Froggy and I the COVID kids, Roxanne?
Wait a minute. What?
Sounds like the worst robbery team ever.
Hey, yeah, here's the email that Ron DeCastro, he asked me not to call him Ron DeCastro.
Did
Are
he
you
send it to
serious?
you?
Yeah, he called me and it's like, MJ,
I think he's the only manager to actually naysay his name. I
let's
mean,
not get me
Taco
wrong.
Boy, Schmuck on Wheels.
Schmuck on Wheels hated it too, although he lived up to it.
So, Ron DeCastro, our new general manager, who's doing a nice job so far. I've got no major complaints, except he did say we would have a new studio by the end of Q2.
All right, hold on. Let's just say you have no complaints.
Yeah.
You have some major
complaints. So Q2 ended in June, all right? Q2 is over. And do we have a new studio? We don't. We're still in this dump wad.
We haven't even inkling of a new studio.
We're still in this broadcast radio dumpster fire. So I guess I do have a major complaint.
But the new studio down the hall is empty all the time. So
it's the craziest thing ever.
So why don't you just go there?
Well,
it's the craziest.
I'll fill you in on the plans. Listen, my contract is up. I only signed a 1-year extension. So my contract is done at the end of the year. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm re-upping. I don't know.
Forget you, dude. My contract is written on bounty paper towel, okay?
the quicker picker-upper.
It's written on such thin paper.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, so the email, Roxanne, let me wrap this up, but Ron DeCastro sent out an email. Team, it's time for a reminder. If you feel sick, there are a lot of viruses and bacteria going around this summer. COVID is on the uptick in certain areas. So as a reminder that if you feel sick, please contact your supervisor and work from home. What the pandemic has taught us is that we can work a few days from home if we're sick and things won't fall apart. No point in coming in and getting other members of the team sick. Thanks. Listen, I think it's a good reminder email.
Yeah, nobody needs to get their whole crew sick.
I don't think I feel so good right now. Maybe I should.
Please stop it.
I'm with you, Ron.
Yeah, cut the crap.
I'd like to feel sick on a Friday and a Monday to have a nice 4-day weekend.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Andrew's pointing to the phones. What do you? Phone screen is not up. What am I taking here, Andrew? Pam and Valrico. Is this about what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, Pam and Valrico, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Roxy. How's everybody doing?
We are well, Pam. Thanks.
Listen, a little note about the new COVID. It's called the Kraken, if you really want to believe that. It's a sub-variant.
Hold. Say that again?
They're calling it the Kraken.
The Kraken, that's
like a sea monster?
Oh.
The Kraken is this mythological sea monster.
And you said, MJ, earlier, all cranked up, so you can say cranked up with the Kraken.
Oh, man, that's what I called it the other day.
What if I'm smoking crack with the Kraken?
I don't know, but it's really highly transmittable. You do really feel bad for a couple days, but here's the clincher. There is no test for it except for a blood test.
Wait, you're telling? Whoa! You're telling me that you're hearing that the new Kraken? Are you yanking my leg? Is this real?
No, she's
okay.
No, I'm very serious. I'm a nursing caregiver.
Okay. All right. So hold on. You're telling me that the new Kraken COVID variant does not show up on one of the COVID tests?
No, it does not. You have to get a blood test. I know 5 people that got it. They were in a car. They went up north to pick up a relative.
So all these 27 kits that the government has mailed me for free, they don't work?
Not with the new sub-variant.
Yeah, the crackhead.
No, they're not. No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the joking name is the crackhead. But yeah, the only way that you can tell if you have it is a blood test.
Wow, Fester has brought it up. You're telling the truth. Listen, Pam, it's listeners like you that we rely on to sometimes pull our leg, but you're telling us the truth. No, this is not.
Okay, you don't say it like she was pulling it.
No.
We just didn't. She made us aware of this.
All kidding aside, Pam, no, we love when listeners like you call us up and fill in some of the blanks, and we love when people call up like you. So Fester just brought up something online. It's the XBB .1.
Yeah.
1.1
or something.
Yeah. That's the variant. They're calling it the Kraken variant.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nasty. It's kind of nasty than the other ones, and like everything, because of what I do, I'm very, very, very careful. And I've gotten every booster. I've gotten 2 boosters in each arm before. I don't care. I'll take whatever you give me, But I'm going soon to go get this one. But and you probably can have it and not know it. And the only way to find out, because I was taking COVID tests because I kind of got sick, and they kept coming back negative.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I had it or not. I have yet. I'm knocking on some wood right now. Have not had anything yet, luckily. But but yeah, the only way to tell is to get a blood test.
All right, Pam, are you listening every day for the $1,000 song?
Oh my God, I listen every morning to you guys on the way
Awesome.
to work. I even sit in my car. I'm late for my poor patient waiting in bed because I'm listening to you guys.
Oh
okay?
my God, you got a patient. The oxygen's running out there, going, and you're listening for the
He's
song.
got Parkinson's. He can't move without me.
Oh
but
my
he's a
God!
wonderful.
And you're sitting in your car waiting for the $1,000 song. Hey, Pam, go.
He's fine. He has Parkinson's. He's not going
Pam,
anywhere.
go to work, and again, between 9 and 9:20, I'll give out the next $1,000 song. Okay?
Fabulous. I'll keep you in my ear.
All right,
All
Pam.
right. Well, thanks.
Thanks.
You guys just let everybody know.
Thank you,
All
Pam.
right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Listen-
Loch Ness variant is out.
Yeah,
The
great.
Loch Ness variant.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm calling out all the people who text me and told me they have it. I'm like, how'd you find out?
Wow. Look at that. All right. So, yeah, don't forget 9 to 9:20. So every morning between 9 and 9:20, I'll give you the new MJ Cash Stash song. And you listen for that song. It'll play during the workday, guaranteed before 6 o'clock. Yesterday's played, what time did you say, Roxanne?
12:19.
Yeah, yesterday it played at 12:19. It was only like 3 hours later that we played the song, and somebody was caller number 7. Who was it? It was
18-year-old.
Ty.
Yeah, it was Ty.
Ty's going to put it towards a new car.
Yeah, Ty. Did he say that?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Listen to this. Ty from Seminole called in, was caller 7 yesterday, because he knew yesterday's song was
Don Henley.
Boys of Summer. Yesterday's song was Boys of Summer. Ty hears it, calls in, caller 7 wins $1,000. Ty's 18 years old, like just graduated high school apparently, and now he's got $1,000. 18 years old, fantastic. I'm hoping for a 5-year-old winner today. Buy some new Legos.
A toddler.
Yeah.
I think there are rules against
Yeah,
a 5-year-old
I
winning.
think you're right. All right, so between 9 and 9:20, we'll give you the next song, and then you listen for it. Be caller 7, win $1,000, and it's happening every day. We gave away $5,000 last week. I mean, and this is local only. This is only a Q105 Tampa Bay listener contest. It's not a national contest. It's only right here on Q105. So who's the next winner? We got $5,000 again this week. We'll give away another $5,000 every day, or we'll do it $1,000 every day next week as well. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this week another $5,000, next week another $5,000, another $5,000 after that. I mean, we're giving away tens of thousands of dollars, and $1,000 can be your share if you keep listening to Q105. Now, I'm running a few minutes late on my teaser item here, but hey, what's new? We talked about this in the past. It's been maybe a couple of years, but it's coming back around. And, people are getting more, I guess, they're getting more vocal about how good it is. And it's, Roxanne, you've talked about this. It's the sleep divorce.
Oh, yeah.
But people are getting more. In the last, couple of weeks, I've just seen more and more and more where people are saying, oh, my God, it's been a while now. The sleep divorce is the best thing ever. And here's what the new kind of push on this is folks that are saying that they sleep divorce, meaning they sleep in separate beds or even separate bedrooms. Remember the old sitcoms out of the 50s, what was it, like I Love Lucy or whatever, where they would, the TV standards would not allow them to be in the same bed?
So 2 twin beds.
Yeah, it was like
Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke.
It was like they were at a freaking La Quinta, with the 2 twin
The
beds.
Brady Bunch, I think, was the first show.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, to show them sleeping together.
And
right?
the big irony about that was Mr. Brady wanted no interest.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's the story of Mike and Carol, and they're doing it on live TV.
Remember this episode when Sam just nailed Alice?
You mean
over the counter?
Sam the butcher slipped Alice the meat? Is that what you're about to say?
Right on top of that orange Formica, right there in the kitchen.
Lifting up that skirt.
The orange Formica with the green appliances. With the avocado green appliance. We had that crap, man. Yeah. I remember our old house in Nanuet, New York. We had those green avocado appliances, man.
Ugh.
Oh,
Alice would say the meat man's coming over.
Yeah.
She meant it.
Bring me your rump roast. All right, so no, what's happening?
I'm hungry and turned on right now.
There's
wow, that's a lot of
rump roast is one of those words.
Yeah,
that gets me both ways.
I know. Exactly.
What other dirty sounding cuts of meat are there?
Boar's head.
Okay, all right. That's
No, but as far as cuts,
I wouldn't call them boars, but
yeah.
all right.
Well, I guess we
No,
could.
let's talk more about
We
cuts
could talk
with me.
about.
Hold on,
We could talk about sausage.
So juvenile.
So, Roxanne, do you like sausage?
I'm
All right.
Googling different cuts of meat.
I think we're done with Googling cuts of meat.
Roxanne, make flank steak sound sexy.
But seriously,
Heinz Shank sounds dangerous.
It's the Shawshank cut. All right, so here's the deal: sleep divorce. This couple, Mara and Christopher Domland, they're saying that their sleep divorce has made their sex life better. So that's like the new round of stories that are coming out here. Sleep divorce is nothing new. We talked about this a couple of years ago. Couples that sleep in separate beds or even in separate rooms. But now it's being said that, hey, we're sleep divorced, but when we get together in the same bed for, extracurricular activity, that the sex is even better. So the sex life is better here. Should we go to phones on this? Should we go to phones on sleep divorce?
So to qualify, you have to not be sleeping in the same bedroom as your significant other?
Well, I would say two angles. Same bedroom, but different beds.
So two beds in the same room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd like to go to phones on this. I don't know if we're going to produce a lot of calls on this. I have no idea, but I'm not going to know unless we try. So are you sleep divorced, meaning you're still married, you got a happy marriage, but you're sleep divorced? So are you sleeping in separate beds in the same room, or are you literally in different bedrooms in the house? Everything is great with the marriage, but you're sleep divorced. All right, 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. 800-990-1047. So if you are sleep divorced, you're in separate beds, but still everything's okay. It's not like you're legally separated and you're just because of costs you're still living in the same house. No, but if you're still happily married but you're sleep divorced, yeah, fire up the phones. I'd like to know about this. 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. That's how you get in right now.
I think I need a sleep divorce, and I figured this out about myself. I don't wake up to noise. Like you can turn on music while I'm sleeping. I won't wake up, but I wake up to the slightest bit of movement. So I would be prime for a sleep divorce.
Oh yeah,
or a new mattress that doesn't.
Or like Doug rubbing his bald head against you in the middle of the night. Does that happen?
God, I'm so glad you said bald.
Yeah. Ed's in is it Ed or Joy? What do you mean? I didn't change the name from Ed to Joy.
We didn't touch the
I didn't
keyboard.
touch
That's
the
when
keyboard.
you pick up the phone while I'm typing. It goes to that box, and I start typing over whatever was there.
Are you on the air now yelling at me?
Yeah, now he's yelling at you on the air. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't gotta
all
get
right.
hot
The
about
system
it.
is very antiquated here.
Yeah, everything's antiquated here. Joy's in Tampa. Hey, Joy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
So, Joy, are you sleep divorced?
Yes, and it's made our relationship so much better. We started out was because my husband has restless leg syndrome, and in the middle of the night he would kick, and he literally kicked me all night.
Oh, man, so your husband has the Jimmy legs?
Oh.
Yes. So that's how it started, and I'm telling you, it's even made our sex life better because, every once in a while, we go to bed in separate rooms, and then one of us will sneak into the other one's room, and get under the covers. So it's made it a little more spicy and fun.
Okay.
And you're well rested.
Wow.
So you want to do it because you've gotten enough sleep.
But if you're
Exactly.
when you're having relations, when you're having sex, does he ever get the Jimmy legs and spasm or anything? Or anything?
Yeah, but that just makes it better that day.
There we go.
Joy
Great
likes his
attitude.
bed, yeah.
Great attitude,
Yeah.
Joy.
Hey, look at that. Joy gets a lot of joy, and she's not listening to Joy. She's listening to the MJ Morning Show on Q105. I still want to know, where the hell are they getting all that money for those billboards all over the place?
God.
Yeah, you know what? That is correct.
The
Can I
diocese.
get God to give us money for a big new outdoor billboard campaign?
Sorry.
Play more Go-Go's.
Hello. All right. Joy, thanks for the call. Have a great day. Let me grab Jane is in Colorado. Look at this. Jane, where in Colorado are you calling from?
Aspen, of course.
Oh, listening to us in Aspen in lovely Pitkin County with one of the most dangerous airports in the country. Jane, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Are you sleep divorced?
I am, and last night he slept on the couch. I loved it. Sometimes I sleep on the couch. It's great. We even tried doing a king bed and just to get some more elbow room. That kind of worked for a little while. And then we said, we're just going to swap out on the couch. Whoever falls asleep on the couch stays on the couch. The other one goes to the bed.
Wow. Jane, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you and your husband?
Oh, yeah, that's a fun one. I am 39. He is 56.
Wow, look at that. All right, now, are you guys Tampa Bay residents just doing some summers in Aspen, or what's the story?
No, we used to live in Florida, moved up to Colorado, love it. I couldn't sleep last night because I had the bed. Woke up at 4, so let me listen to MJ today.
There we go. Listen,
on the app.
Pull us up on the app. You can listen to us anywhere. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye, Roxanne.
Bye, Jane.
Bye. Hey, Jane, thanks for calling in. Fantastic.
I mean, do we not matter to Jane?
No, we don't matter to Jane.
Brian's in St. Pete. Brian, are you... And now it just changed to Phil. What is going on with the phone system? The names are just... Oh, look, Andrew just threw the phone. He's walking out.
Andrew, we have questions,
Oh, my
Andrew.
God.
Andrew, listen.
Andrew's having like anger management issues right now.
Just because we have questions,
he just chucked the phone, dude.
That's awesome.
So
Good for you, Andrew.
Violence is never the answer, Andrew.
All right, Brian's in St. Pete. I think, is this Brian?
Yes,
All right, Brian, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, 20 years sleep divorce works wonderful.
20 years sleep divorced. Who gets the better room, though? Who's got the better bedroom?
Mama gets the master bedroom. She's got her own thing on her end of the house. I have my own thing at my end of the house, and it worked out beautifully for 20 years.
All right, now, the new element of sleep divorce, because we've talked about this in the past, it's not new for us, but the new element is that people are saying that their sex lives are better with sleep divorce.
Absolutely. You're not beating the hell out of each other when everyone's snoring. Yeah, you actually like each other when you go to bed.
Wow, look at that. Hey, Brian, thanks for the call. Let me grab Bonnie, unless it's going to change to like Millie or something. Bonnie in Largo. Hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yes, 67 years old, married 6 years. My husband is 68. I work full time. I snore, so I keep him up, but he's up till 2 in the morning, so he wakes me up when he comes to bed. So we're divorced bed-wise. We do have better sex when we get together for it. Viagra, of course, does help.
Whoa.
But, yeah.
Wow, a little Viagra action there, huh? Yep, all right.
Yeah.
Bonnie, thanks for the call. And, you know, our demographics on this are all over the place. Thank you, Bonnie. Ken is in Riverview. Ken, are you sleep divorced?
Amen, brother.
Well, how long have you been sleep divorced in the house?
It's been 6 years, and to be quite honest with you, she has the master bedroom. Long story short, I haven't had any in 6 years.
Oh, wow. All right. So, it's been kind of drought-like conditions.
She's master something in the master bedroom.
She what? What?
Roxanne, Roxanne,
hold on.
sorry.
What did you just say?
I said she's master something in the master bedroom.
Oh, really?
Master
Yeah,
what?
she lives with, yeah,
Is she a master carpenter?
No, the next door neighbor is Vader.
Yeah, the Baders live next door.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. Got one of those beta fishes, you know?
Ken, you need to bust in there
I
tonight
was
and lay
a
down the
club
law.
DJ for 30 years, and so I never came home at the right hours of the night. So
Wow.
maybe that's part of my problem.
You were a DJ for 30 years?
In a club in Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow. Ken, thanks for the call. Let me grab Laura in Odessa. Laura, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, what's the story?
I have been sleep divorced for 5 years. We have our own bedrooms, and I would never go back.
And do you guys still get together for intimacy?
We do, and it is true. It is better because you're not aggravated with a person keeping you awake. Like, you get to have your fun. And they.
Now, do you say to your husband, hey, you want to come to my place tonight? Or do you say, hey,
Yeah.
come on over to my bed tonight?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, somebody will say, hey, you want to come to my room for a little while
Wow.
or whatever. Yeah, so
Look-
it's awesome. I would never go back.
Look at that.
Cool.
Thank you. All right, let me just take a few more calls. We got to move on. But, man, the phones have exploded here. Phil is in Holiday. Hey, Phil, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Good morning, MJ. Me and my wife, we've been divorced for 40 years.
My God, is this Bill Clinton? Hi, MJ. It's me. It's Bill. Go ahead.
She lets me sing to her at night.
Hold on, Phil. Start again. What?
My wife, she lets me sing to her at night. That's why we've been divorced for 40 years. The nights are lonely. The days are so sad. I just keep thinking about the love me and Monica Lewinsky had, and I'm missing her.
All right. This guy's doing shtick.
Oh, wait, so he is doing a Bill Clinton shtick.
Phil, I appreciate a joke within a decade or
I
two.
love you. I love all you guys.
Let's hear your Reagan impression while we're at it. Phil.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Bill.
Phil, he's doing shtick on us.
Tell us about Epstein Island, Bill.
Tell us about Epstein.
We got questions.
Tell us about the sleeping arrangements on Epstein Island. All right, 2 more calls and I'm moving on. Charlie is in Lakeland. Charlie, you're next on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing today?
We're doing well.
I'm not sleep divorced, but I grew up in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and my mother and father, I'm 66, and I've never seen them sleep in the same bed. And I had a very ethnic neighborhood with a Polish family, Italian family, a Dutch family, and a minister's family, and every one of them had twin beds. So when I got to 18 or 20 years old, I didn't realize you're supposed to sleep with your spouse.
Wow, look at that. Thank you, Charlie. All right, last call on this. Danny's in Clearwater. Danny, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
We are well. All right. So sleep divorce we know about. We've talked about it in the past, but now we're getting more stories about those that are sleep divorced are having better sex. So what's your story?
Oh, absolutely. I snore real bad. I also wear a CPAP, but it still does not stop my snoring completely, and it keeps my wife awake.
Wow.
And she likes it warm, and I like the cold. So my bedroom is nice and cold, and hers is warm. Even a ceiling fan bothers her.
Wow, look at that. Danny, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. So there we have. Michelle, my lovely wife, she's brought this up in the past, because you read about it, you see it. People are swearing to get a better night's sleep. We haven't done it, but I don't think Michelle's brought this up for a year or two. It's been a while.
You can't put a price on a good night of sleep. Every night, if you had that, think how good you'd feel all the time.
When I stopped doing my afternoon show in just like a week and a half, the end of next week, the 28th, that's when I'm going to stop doing my afternoon show, and I'm only going to do one show a day. After 22 years, I'm just doing the MJ Morning Show, and I don't know, I might have one foot out of this thing already. But listen, I'm looking so forward to like adjusting my sleep schedule and trying to, during the weeknights, I'm trying to get like 6-7 hours of sleep a night instead of 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep. Yeah. So, that could be a lifestyle changer. That could be like a life expectancy changer as well,
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking.
I have nothing to do now.
So there we go, sleep divorce. Hey, you know what I saw? This is funny. This is hysterical. Let me see. I'm going to go into my pile. Let me see if I have. What did I do with this? I might have misplaced it. Where did I do? Oh, here it is. This is good. And then I dug up an old cut off our CDs. So speaking of relationships, this is crazy. And folks, don't forget, less than an hour from now opens up the 9 o'clock hour window. Between 9 and 9:20, I'll reveal the new MJ Cash Stash song of the day. So between 9 and 9:20, I'm going to give you the new title of the song to listen for today. And when you hear the Cash Stash song that I'm going to reveal next hour, between 9 and 9:20, just be the 7th caller at 800-990-1047, and you'll be the latest $1,000 winner as the Cash Stash is on. We're giving away $1,000 every single day. We're doing it for weeks, and we're giving away tens of thousands of dollars. So quality entertainment like this, great Q105 workday music all day, and we're giving away $1,000. And it's local only. You're not playing against other radio stations or, other cities. It's only local. It's only our listeners, our money here on Q105, 104.7 FM. So, speaking of relationships, come on. Women are attracted to men who mumble.
You like that? I sent you that.
What?
What, you sound like Boomhauer from, what is that, King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, bring up some Boomhauer for me, would you please? Find we might have some Boomhauer actually in our archives. Yeah, see if we can find some boom. That's a mumbler. So, Roxanne sent me the story last night. Does Doug, your new husband, does he mumble?
No, he yells. He's loud.
Hold on a sec. Breaking news on the Roxanne and Dig Dug front.
Roxanne
and Doug. Not to be confused with and Doug. Doug. All right, so garbled words from the mouth of a man are what women are going for these days. What? A new study by the American Institute of Psychics. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, psychics. I'm like, wait, the American Institute of Psychics? I'm like, wait a minute, that's got to be physics.
This doesn't sound like an accredited medical journal.
Oh, wait a minute. It is physics.
It's physics.
No, it is. It is.
Physics.
I'm sorry. It is physics. No, I'm like, wait a minute.
I was going to say.
Yeah. So a new study by the American Institute of Physics, not psychics. Researchers in the study conducted a series of tests. And when it comes to dating, not speaking clearly ended up being beneficial to men as women are more turned on to the opposite sex when they lack communication skills and they mumble?
I'm trying to picture like movies where, usually you need the actors to speak clearly so you can hear the dialogue. But maybe John Travolta, maybe Danny Zuko, was he a mumbler now that I think about it in Greece?
I don't know if that's the most romantic male lead role I could come up with.
Really?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
So romantic.
Not speaking clearly ended up being beneficial to men as they're more turned on to the opposite sex when they lack enunciation skills?
Yeah, the men seem so mysterious and intriguing and
That's why Bobcat Goldthwait was so successful with the women.
So when I enunciate clearly on this program, does that mean that women listening are not as turned on by my voice?
Has anybody mailed their panties to you? Ever? We get a lot of mail here. Has that ever happened? No.
Should I start mumbling, folks?
Oh.
All right. From a sexual selection standpoint, males with traits that are slightly more masculine than average are typically preferred, which in this context would make males with less clear speech more attractive, says Dr. Daniel Stair from the University of California, Irvine, co-author of the study. But it seems only mumbling men are irresistible, meaning that mumbling women don't seem to have the same effect on men.
Oh, no. That is way off.
The study shows that men prefer women who speak clearly and understandably.
Yeah, but mumbling Molly ain't going to work.
No.
Mumbling Mary, mumbling Margaret.
Which is all of this is very ironic since men don't really listen to women
about
when
to
they're
say,
talking.
The only thing I would find more attractive than a mumbling woman would be a mute.
Fester, what's the matter with you? Really?
I mean,
you'd like to mute your wife? You'd like to hit a button on the remote and mute Allison?
If I found the lamp and I had three wishes,
all right, folks,
1 and 2 would be the mute button.
Folks, would you like to hear Fester's ubiquitous impersonation of Allison? Go ahead.
What are you doing? I gotta take the trash out today. What are you gonna do today? You gotta take the kids out. He's a terrible husband. What are you shower? You smell like crap. You were snoring all night and didn't get a good night's sleep because of you fat son of a bitch.
All right, we got enough.
Wow.
Hey, when I say mumble, does anything come to mind?
Mumble Man?
Yes! Yes! So I did not pre-listen to this because I thought of it just a little while ago, and I pulled it out of my cabinet. I've got all the old crotchety old man CDs, and we had some other bits on the CDs as well. And on Y2 crotchety, remember we did the Y2K CD like late '99, I think, into 2000. We did Y2 crotchety, and we did a bit called Mumble Man, where I would call up and I would call places and I would just mumble to see if they understood what I was doing. Like the first one on the Y2K CD, it's track number 6, and it's Mumble Man airline tickets. I can't remember.
Let's hope it holds up.
Yeah, let's see. I'm playing this cold, folks. So speaking of mumbling guys, this was a bit we did years ago called Mumble Man, and I guess I'm calling up trying to buy airline tickets.
Now, Y2 Crotchety present Mumble Man. Mumble Man. Mumble Man. Mumble Man. Mumble Man.
It's Chris Corley.
Mumble Man.
Hello?
Yeah, dude, I want to make red baby bleed.
I'm sorry?
I want to make red baby from air travel.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
From where to where?
We'll go to Orlando or Wadidi.
Orlando to where?
Wadidi.
Spell it for me.
W-A-N-D-I-N-D-O-N-D-D.
I still don't understand.
Orlando or Wadidi.
LaGuardia?
No, Wadidi. Yeah, Wadidi.
Okay.
Orlando or Wadidi.
Okay, I understand Orlando.
Orlando, yeah, Orlando.
Okay, say it slower.
Wadidi.
Spell it for me.
W-A-N-A.
Wait, no, spell it slow.
W-A.
W.
Yeah.
A.
E. E.
E like Edward?
E.
Okay, wait. Start over again. What is the first letter?
W.
W?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next letter?
B.
What is that? I don't understand.
B. E. W-A. Middle?
No, I don't understand the letter you're giving me.
A.
A like apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
It.
A again?
No. It.
N like Nancy?
No. It.
Okay, let me ask you this.
W.
No, sir.
Yeah.
For the third letter in the alphabet, the third letter of this word, what number is it in the alphabet?
I don't know. W-A-S.
S like Sam?
No, yeah.
Okay.
What did D?
Washington?
Yeah, what did D?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which airport in Washington?
Buddy.
Dulles?
Buddy, yeah.
Okay, so now where are you going to start out now?
Orlando.
Orlando to Dulles Airport,
Yeah.
what day?
Baby, May Devon.
Okay, what day?
May Devon.
May 11th?
No, May Devon.
Wait, say it slower, sir. I don't understand.
May Devon.
May?
Devon.
Oh, wait, are you saying May, first of all?
Yeah, May. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah, May.
Okay, what day now?
May Devon.
11?
No. May Devon.
1?
No,
2,
Devon.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that is Devon.
7?
Yeah, May Devon.
Okay, and when are you returning?
May 29th.
31st?
No. May 29th.
I don't understand, sir.
May 29th. May 29th.
23rd?
No. May 29th.
27?
No. One day do the.
Okay, wait.
One day do the.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, is it before the 10th of May?
No.
Okay, is it before the 20th?
No.
Is it before the 30th?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it the 21?
No.
22?
Yeah, that is May 22.
Wait.
Yeah, May 29th.
22?
Yeah, May 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
22nd of May.
Right.
Okay, and how many are traveling?
Jody.
I'm sorry?
Jody.
I don't understand, sir.
Me. Jody. Oh, me.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What language do you speak, sir?
I'm Cajun.
What is it?
Cajun. I'm a Cajun.
I don't understand.
I'm from New Orleans. I'm all Cajun.
New Orleans? You're Cajun?
Yeah, Cajun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now.
All right.
Okay, hold on a second.
You United Airlines?
Yes, it is.
Did a friendly guy?
This is United.
The friendly guy?
Yes.
Friendly guy United?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now, let me see if I got this straight.
Yeah.
You want to go from Orlando to Washington Dulles on the 7th of May.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then you want to go back on the 22nd of May.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but let me wait. How about the bubble plane with the seat?
You want to know how much?
No, yeah, the hammer.
Is it one person?
Yeah, do it me.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, one minute.
Okay, 1 minute.
All right. Now, sometimes I get on the airplane. Do you have the bar bag?
Okay, say it again.
Do you have the bar bag in the airplane? 'Cause I get dick. Sometimes I get.
Yes, we do.
I get what?
Yes, we do.
Do what?
We have. You said sometimes you get sick.
Yes.
Yes, that's no problem.
You got a little bag to go bleed?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, it's $250.
Okay, I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
She was a champ.
Oh my God.
You know what's so odd listening to that is that you don't talk to people anymore about airline tickets. Like you can't get anyone on the phone.
You can, but like some airlines charge you like an extra amount.
Yes.
Like a booking fee.
Yes.
Or you're on hold forever. You know, we all book on the app or we all book online
Right.
these days. You know, or Travelocity or a kayak or, you know, I use, the airline apps. But man, that lady, her patience was unfreaking believable.
Yeah, she was great.
Is that Mumble Man or like
that was Mumble Man?
Mentally injured head injury man.
His head injury man.
Like, I got that dick.
I mean, it still held up as funny, but I mean, it's really offensive to some people.
What's offensive about that?
You can't make fun of people with speech impediments anymore.
Dude, I'm mumbling.
Yeah, obviously
I
has a
know.
hair lip
I mean,
or something.
I think we did hair lip man.
Yeah.
Those were the National Voice Works calls. Remember those? There was a Roxanne, and I have those as well. There was a company that advertised that you could become a voiceover artist, and I called this company.
Oh yeah, the stutter, right?
I was the stuttering guy. I had I think a hair lip. I mean, I called with all kind. I think cursing. We called up and it was crazy. And the guys, all he wanted to do was sell me like this $2,000 course to become a voiceover artist. And I had no chance in hell of becoming a voiceover artist. The guy's still trying to get my credit card number.
That's awesome.
Man, I ought to dig those up, man. Some of this classic MJ Morning Show stuff, other than the old crotchety old man calls, some of this stuff's fantastic. All right, moving along. This is insane. I've heard of bank robbery attempts. You have never heard of this racket. What time is it? 8:25. Just got to keep an eye on the clock here. I have never heard of this bank robbery scam, and this is crazy. This is out of Omaha, Nebraska. And somebody hired caretakers inadvertently. Well, they hired caretakers intentionally, but then the caretaker then inadvertently became an accessory to bank robbery. Are you laughing at this?
So is there an elderly person or somebody who needs assistance involved?
I'm going to tell you the story. This is crazy. This is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time when it comes to any kind of a bank robbery. Omaha, Nebraska police, and keep in mind, if it's happening in Omaha, this could be happening here. Omaha police are warning the public of a Craigslist scam after 2 incidents led to a bank robbery and an attempted bank robbery. Police confirm these scams are connected to the Westgate bank robbery on Monday, attempted robbery of Bank of the West on Thursday. In both incidents, a person answered a Craigslist ad in the employment and jobs section. The ad said that help was needed for an ill elderly family member. Once the person responded to the ad, the scammer would then respond saying, help needed for sick family member to include light housework, grocery store runs, helping with finances. Lieutenant Kyle Steffen with the Omaha Police said once the respondent was hired for the caretaker job, the scammer would tell them to go to the bank and withdraw money on their behalf to pay for the ill family member's medical bills. Can you see where this is going? He said the two women who responded to the ad or ads each carried out the robberies in similar ways. They handed their phone to the bank teller, expecting the person on the phone to relay bank information like account and money to withdraw. Instead, this is insane. The scammer on the phone told the bank teller, this is a robbery. Give this person X number of dollars and you won't be hurt. Is this the craziest bank robbery deal you've ever heard of? You got someone answering a caretaker ad to help with an elderly patient with some home health care, and the next thing they're sent to a bank to seemingly withdraw money, and they're actually a mule handing the phone, and once the teller has the phone, this is a bank robbery. Give the person all the money in your drawer, and you will not get hurt. I don't know if they're saying they're armed, they got a bomb. I mean, this is insane.
And the person's just standing there, just waiting for the money.
Yeah. Just thinking, they're just saying, it's account number 562. Need $550, blah, blah. It's a robbery. This is
insane.
This is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. In the first case, the woman thought she'd made a withdrawal when the teller handed her an undisclosed amount of money, so the teller's handing over all the money in her drawer.
Yeah.
At that moment, she didn't think it was out of place. The women were instructed, if they did get the money, to deposit it to a Bitcoin ATM. Take the money and go to a Bitcoin ATM. Drop the money in there. Then the money would be transferred into, a digital Bitcoin code. Lieutenant Steffen, Omaha Police, said he's never seen anything like this. Hey, heads up, law enforcement in the Tampa Bay area, this just happened in Omaha, Nebraska, and there is no doubt that could happen right here with this home health care aid bank robbery racket.
This is not a brilliant idea. I mean, even if you get the money from the bank, can't the home health nurse, once she's arrested, point you out or figure out how you two got in touch?
Well, maybe you never see that person. Maybe they
it's all over burner phones. Maybe they
Skype? Maybe they never show up at the house initially. Or keep it on. They're using a burner phone, but the home health care person is probably using their own phone, and the scammer's calling the home health care the dupe, the person that's getting duped on this deal. Man, this is nuts. FBI's involved. FBI declined to comment on the cases, but FBI clearly is working on this. But I'm telling you right now, if we're hearing about this in Omaha, Nebraska, it could be happening here. Well, I haven't heard of any bank robberies here, but trust me, this is going to happen. Listen, my job on this show is to educate our listeners. And when we get like some kind of an early trend, we tend to pick up on these early trends or stories, early. And now, if you hear about this, or if you're hired as a home health care person off of a Craigslist ad, don't go to a bank and hand your cell phone to the bank teller.
Yeah, we're going to thwart these scammers.
We are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. That is a crazy story. Oh, speaking of craziness and illegality and serial killers, the surprise serial killer father and husband, that dude, Rex Heuermann, out on Long Island, the Gilgo Beach prostitute killer, Man, a couple of things here. So, sleuths online, they have found him on Google Street View, like walking the sidewalks near his office building in New York. So, there's literally someone dug up a photo of him, and he's standing on the sidewalk right near his building in Manhattan, and he's talking to a woman.
I think this guy is going to expose a lot of flaws in Long Island law enforcement.
Yeah.
He drove a very specific vehicle.
Well, listen, as we said, I said this on yesterday's show. As we were talking about the burner phones and the burner phone and his regular phone pinging off of the towers near, I guess, where the bodies were dumped, the tower in Massapequa Park where he lived, then also pinging in Manhattan. And they took all of that information. And then from 2010, when one of the prostitutes' bodies was dumped at Gilgo Beach out in Suffolk County, Long Island, somebody did tell police they saw a Chevy Avalanche. And the Avalanche is a very distinct looking vehicle, which they don't make those anymore, I don't think.
Thankfully.
Yeah, they're gone.
You
They had that like high wedge up to the cab from the bed.
Yeah.
And they have that weird looking triangular wedge deal.
I mean, the Silverado is a really great looking truck, but this is I always thought it was funky.
Yeah, I never thought the Avalanche was a particularly good looking vehicle, but a witness back in 2010 told police about described the Chevy Avalanche. And unbelievably, from 2010 to now 2023, the dude still has the same Chevy Avalanche and would even just park it on the street.
He never thought to hide his very specific vehicle.
So all of those clues of all the cell phone pinging, the Chevy Avalanche. So I would imagine that police, talk about painstaking work, amazing detective work. I would imagine that they knew that they had the pinging of these cell phones, the burner phones, then the guy's regular phone, I guess, was in his pocket as well. So those were pinging. So Gilgo Beach, Massapequa Park, Long Island. Next up, Massapequa Park. It's a L-I-R-R, folks. So then they would match the pinging. They knew they had something. Then an avalanche. So did they then look for Chevy Avalanches in Massapequa Park or near where the phones were pinging? I'm sure that's what factored in. The Avalanche, I think, was absolutely instrumental in taking the cell phone ping data. Then once they had a suspect, then they knew they had DNA. They had body hair, and then they kind of narrowed it down to this Hewerman, and that's when they followed him in Manhattan. They pretty much had a line like a year ago. They thought they were getting really close, or they had a really good idea on this guy back in the spring of 22, so a year ago, and then they finally followed him, watched him discard a pizza box in a New York City trash receptacle, and he left saliva on some of the crust that he didn't eat. So he drops the pizza box in a trash can on the street in Manhattan. He's being followed. Somebody from the crime lab or some officer picks up the pizza box. Then they test the pizza crust for the saliva DNA, and they're able to match it to physical evidence left on one of the hooker's bodies.
That is so wild. I want to hear from his wife. I wonder, it's just tragic what she's got to be going through. But
geez.
I wonder if
his
she's
daughter. His daughter worked at the architectural firm. All right, go back to the wife.
Yeah, no, I just want to hear her say, you know what? Now that you mention it, he did kind of seem like a murderer. What kinds of...
That guy seems like the nicest guy on
By
earth.
Well, that's
all
what I'm saying.
accounts, all accounts, he's a normal, just working stiff, just a regular guy. All his neighbors are shocked.
It's like Dexter. He's out killing people at night.
So you've got Google Street View sleuths, and you know what I'm talking about. You go to Google Maps and you drag the little yellow man onto the street, and then you can do the street view and go down the streets, do 360s, and you see people walking. This is great. Michelle at my house is on one of the street views. If you go to Google Street View, you've got the latest picture that pops up, but there's a timeline. You can go back and look at Google Street View years and years earlier. And there's one where Michelle is talking to a former babysitter of ours, like a kind of a nanny type babysitter when Julian and Chloe were little kids. And she stopped by the house after years. And Michelle, this is like maybe 5-6 years ago, and Michelle is in front of our house talking to this old babysitter of ours who was fantastic. You know, she ended up being she's like a PhD psychologist, went to, did the master's program at Brown University, and she's standing on in front of our house, and the Google Street View car comes by and captured Michelle. So I can go to our house and I can see Michelle standing in front of the house if I just roll the timeline back a couple of years. What else was there on the Gilgo Beach deal? Oh, you want to hear something creepy?
Yes.
This is creepy. So apparently this Rex Heuermann, all he wanted to know from the prison guards where he's being held in jail right now, hey, am I in the news? Is this in the news? Yeah.
What a creep.
Yeah.
Out there.
New York Post reported accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann allegedly had only one question for his Long Island jail keepers as he was being processed. Hey, is it in the news? Am I in the news?
No, just kind of slid under the radar.
Oh, man.
What a nut.
Oh, absolutely. And then there was another story here. Again, New York Post has really good reporting on this. A client of Rex Heuermann details bone-chilling encounter driving him home. It was a usual Friday morning on July 14th for real estate agent Jeffrey St. Aramand, until he received an alarming phone call from one of his clients in hysterics over what he just heard on the news. The suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer, who was allegedly responsible for a series of haunting murders on Long Island more than a decade ago, has been caught. The suspect, architect Rex Heuermann, the man they had worked with closely for the past year on a Brooklyn townhouse or a brownstone project. Yeah, St. Aramand remembers his encounters with Heuermann vividly, but it was his client who spoke on the condition of anonymity that recalled her bizarre encounter with Heuermann, left her in shock. She had worked with Heuermann several times in the past in the span of a year. He was the expediter and architect on her longtime Crown Heights home she purchased in 2002. She sold the home 2 decades later in 2022. Heuermann, 59, had worked on renovating the deck and adding several additions to the property, which was built in 1800. He was also in charge of providing the CO, the certificate of occupancy. I met with him at her place, St. Aramand told the Post, and he was in the backyard. There was an extension that he had to look at, and they left. She drove him home one time because she actually relocated to Long Island, adding the route was pretty dark and desolate. I was only with him in my home to review the scope of the work. I even gave him a ride to his Long Island home. At one point on the drive, we talked about the Gilgo Beach murders. And, there are also other stories where I thought that he might have had other conversations about, talking about serial killers and talking about, true crime. I think I read that he was interested in true crime and might have been in some kind of a group or something online.
Oh, sure. He's on a Facebook page. He probably listens to podcasts.
And he would bring up the Gilgo Beach murders when he was having conversations about true crime.
Yeah, he's very passionate about serial killers because he is a serial killer.
Oh, my God, man. It's just unbelievably frightening. Hey, you know what else is frightening? The list of America's worst drivers, which I don't agree with this list. I observe the drivers in the Tampa Bay area, and the fact that we are not on the list doesn't make sense. And, there are a variety of lists out there because we had a list recently that as far as car wrecks go, the Tampa Bay area was number 4 in the country. So how can we not be on the list? Yeah, a study done by Consumer Affairs looked at crash data from the U.S. Department of Transportation, and they have a list now of the most dangerous drivers in America and where they are. So this particular site, they rank cities based on 4 factors: crash fatalities per 100,000 people, number of fatalities per 100. Bad driving included driving the wrong way, in one-way traffic, failing to yield, aggressive, careless driving, making an improper turn, following improperly, inexperienced operating, passing where prohibited, improper or erratic lane changing. Man, I see that every single day here.
Oh, on the Howard Franklin yesterday morning,
Yep.
it was the worst combination of people who drivers who cut people off
Yep.
and slow drivers like driving in a patch and not letting people get around them. It was the worst combination.
Let me tell you right now, I drove to Lakeland and back from South Tampa on Saturday because great clients of mine, great sponsors here on Q105. You know, I've been endorsing Fields BMW and Fields Motor Cars, Mercedes-Benz for years, like 20 years or so. And Gary Gordon retired recently, and there are 2 new general managers that took over each store. So you've got Rick Green. He's over at Mercedes now for Fields. And you've got Mick Romero. He's the GM over at BMW, Fields BMW. So on Saturday, I went out with our AE, our account executive, Patty, to go meet the new general managers. And I'm driving on I-4, and I'm just looking at the maniacs and the lane changes. And I am so glad that I don't have to drive I-4. And I totally empathize with people that are on I-4, maybe, heading, from, like, listen, Fester, you drive to Sefner.
Yeah.
And, again, 275, Howard Franklin, it's everywhere.
The traffic coming into Tampa from Plant City and Lakeland's always dense. We always have Pat talking about problems there.
5:30 in the morning, 5:40 in the morning, coming into the studio, we have a variety of accidents on the Howard Franklin. I think I've seen like 2 or 3 in the last month. And I see these drivers. They're insane. You got folks doing 100 miles an hour on the Howard Franklin, weaving in and out, lane to lane, from the left to the middle to the right, all the way back to the middle to the... it's crazy. It's insane. So here we go. You ready for the list?
Please.
This is the list of the worst drivers. The top 10 cities with the worst drivers based on the Consumer Affairs Analysis. Yeah, coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 10. Why does it start at 9 then? Yeah, number 9 is Rockford, Illinois. Number 8 is Hesperia, California.
Okay.
Number 7 is, I see why, because it's there's a tie. Number 7's a tie. Detroit, Michigan, and Victorville, California.
Such odd cities.
Number 6 is Cleveland, Ohio, for worst drivers in America. Number 5 is St. Louis, Missouri. Number 4 is Macon, Georgia.
Those Maconers.
Yep. Macon, bacon. Number 3 is...
Valdosta.
Nope. Gus Fring.
What?
Wait, isn't he the guy from Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Oh, so where did Breaking Bad take place?
Come on. You tell me. Come on.
I want to say Utah, but no.
Nope.
Nevada.
Come on.
New Mexico.
Yes. What city in New Mexico?
Albuquerque.
Yes, Albuquerque is number 4 on the number 3 on the list. The second worst for drivers in America is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ooh-wee. And number 1 on the list, are you ready?
Oh, boy, am I.
Number 1, survey says Memphis, Tennessee.
Really?
You could be walking in Memphis, but they're not driving well in Memphis.
No. Oh, nice.
Well, I'm driving in Memphis. Yes, I'm driving in Memphis. I'm driving really bad in Memphis. So no Florida in the top 10. How can there not be? Have you driven in Miami?
Oh, God.
Have you seen?
What a mess.
You drive from Fort Lauderdale down to South Beach? Oh, on I-95? Oh, my God.
This is such a subjective list.
Miami makes the Tampa Bay area look like a driving school.
Yeah, driver's ed class.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone passed with flying colors.
My God. So, listen, I'm not buying the list. And so what's the difference here? Why do we have a list of Tampa Bay being number 4 for the most car accidents in the country, and we're not on the worst driving list? I don't understand.
Come on, Tampa, we can do better than this.
Yeah.
More crashes.
All right. And
Top
then-
of that list.
And then here's the 10 cities with the safest drivers. You ready for this?
Yes.
Coming in at number 10, it's Henderson, Nevada. Safest drivers. Number 9, College Station, Texas. Number 8, Pearland, Texas. 7, Glendale, California. Number 6, Lynn, Massachusetts. Number 5, McKinney, Texas. Number 4, safest city, Bellevue, Washington. Number 3, Oxnard, California. Number 2, Cary, North Carolina. That's up near Raleigh-Durham, Cary.
Okay.
And then coming in at number 1, the safest city in America, the safest drivers. Coming in at number 1, it's Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the cheeseheads up there.
That's crap.
How can they be safe as they got the damn cheese wedges on their head? It falls down over their eyes. Next thing you know, it's,
They're always so clogged up with cheese. They got to speed to the bathroom.
No kidding. You're loaded with cheese. You have a ton of beer on top
Makes
of that.
no sense.
You think of Wisconsin, you think of breweries, icy roads. Forget
right?
that. This is a terrible list.
Yeah, I wasn't very impressed with the list. Hey, we've got a burrito attack coming up in just a bit.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. So get ready. And then there's an airplane story. Did you see what a United Airlines plane dropped? I don't understand this. This does not make sense to me. I cannot figure this out.
Was it hanging off the side?
But how? Andrew just said something in my ear.
No, that's on the air.
He said it out loud.
Oh, that was
Don't
on the
give
air?
away
No, I didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't funny, so we
Did
didn't laugh.
you ask Max to make it so I know when you're on the air or off the air?
There's nothing they can do about that.
Yes, there is. I need a slate mic or something. I need a little talk back that I can, so it sounds different, or it goes in one ear. All right, so you're not going to believe what a United Airlines flight dropped. All right, it's 8:48 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's take a quick break. This ends an hour and 20 minutes plus, nonstop MJ Morning Show. Just solid content, folks. Every day we go an hour and 20 nonstop, starting about 7:23, 7:24. And also coming up in minutes, we're only 12 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Between 9 and 9:20, I'll give you the new MJ Cash Stash song. You listen for that song to be played during the course of the day before 6 o'clock guaranteed. And the seventh caller will win $1,000. So I'll give you the next song to listen for so you can win $1,000 later today. I'll give it to you coming up in the next segment here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Speaking of... That was the indicator that it's 9 o'clock. And that means that the window has opened. So now and before 9:20, that's when I will announce the next Cash Stash song of the day. So you could be our next $1,000 winner. Congratulations to Ty from Seminole. This is a great story. 18-year-old kid. 18 years old, won $1,000 yesterday because he heard me announce the song. Yesterday was Boys of Summer, and he heard it like, what did you say, 12:19, Roxanne, yesterday?
At 12:19.
Yeah, so only like 3 hours later, he calls up, caller 7, boom, 18-year-old kid, Ty from Seminole, won $1,000. So the window is now open. So before 9:20, I'm going to give you the next song to listen for. When you hear it, you know the deal. Be the 7th caller and win $1,000, and we'll add you to the list. And again, this is local only. Only local Tampa Bay Q105 listeners. It's not one of the national contests. So good luck. Speaking of moolah, speaking of money, big deal, I think. We had $1 million winner on South MacDill at a convenience store gas station in Powerball. No winner for the $900 million jackpot last night. No win. Oh, did you see the video? Oh, I didn't even mention the video I shot.
So I saw it, and somebody sent me a message last night before I saw it about all the laws you broke.
Yeah, all right, hold on a minute. I'll get to this in just a minute. You see, you never know what's going to pop up on my Instagram, folks. You never, ever know. And listen, this is pertinent because tomorrow night's jackpot for Powerball is $1 billion. It was $900 million last night. No winner. $1 billion for Powerball tomorrow night. But the local angle here is there was a $1 million winner. So overall, $1 million tickets, meaning 5 numbers, were sold in Connecticut, Kentucky, New York, and Pennsylvania, and Florida. And Florida was right here in South Tampa at South MacDill and Pearl at the MZ Food Store and Deli, which is also a Texaco station, just south of Gandy in South Tampa. That MZ Food Mart, they just sold $1 million ticket. So we ought to call Ali back to see. Hold on. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let's call. Let's call Ali back. I don't know if he's going to answer the phone now.
I mean, Ali's a busy man.
Fester, pick up line 1. Pick up hot 1 and see if Ali picks up.
Hey, is this Ali?
Yeah, tell him it's MJ calling back.
Hey,
again.
Ali, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show. Can we talk to you one more time? All right, hold on, buddy.
All right, so this is Ali. He's one of the owners of MZ Food Mart. We had him on about 7:30. Hey, Ali, welcome back. I got to take the line here. Hey, Ali, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, I hear you fine. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, has any news developed? Has anyone come forward? Have you heard who the winner might be yet?
As of right now, nothing yet.
Okay. All right, so again, this is a local food mart, MZ Food Mart on South MacDill and Pearl, just south of Gandy, and they sold $1 million ticket. I was wondering maybe the person stopped in and said, my God, I bought my winning ticket and I got $1 million. So, all right, nothing yet.
Yeah, no, nothing yet.
All right, how many customers know that you sold a winning ticket and have mentioned it this morning?
We've gotten quite a bit so far, to be honest.
What about other media? We were the only media that had called you this morning. Has any of the media been there or reached out yet?
No, nobody reached out yet.
The hell? They sold $1 million? What's going on? All right, listen, I'm sure they're going to pop in later on, probably for the noon news and the 5 o'clock news, the 6 o'clock news, the 10, the 11. So I'm sure you're going to have some media there later on. But remember, who was with you first?
MJ Morning Show.
Damn right. All right. Hey, what, I hear some beeping. What are you ringing up right now?
Some Arizona tea.
All righty.
Good stuff.
Look at that.
That's good stuff.
All right, Ali, I'll be in touch, buddy.
All right, Pastor. Thanks,
Thanks.
you, buddy.
Bye-bye. All right. So there we go. Ali from $1 million ticket. And they get $1,000, according to Andrew, our producer. They get $1,000 for selling the $1 million ticket.
Now, you mentioned there's multiple locations. You said you thought you saw the MZ Food Mart somewhere else, and there's one on West Shore?
Yeah, he said there's an MZ. Yes, I know I've passed by several MZs, and it's a big red M, it's a big red Z, and they have one on West Shore as well, apparently. But tomorrow night's jackpot goes to $1 billion. So bring up my Instagram. We gotta play this. And we were so busy in the last couple hours, I didn't get around to talking about this. I shot a video. Now, Fester, don't touch anything. Go to my Instagram. Bring up my. Do you know how to do this?
Well, yeah, I'm stopping here. You just click your link right there, and it pulls up your page.
Yeah, just bring up my page. All right, stop right there. I got it from here.
All right.
So I shoot this video last night. Roxanne, did you see me light the money on fire?
I did.
This money's on fire.
Oh, you didn't sing that, did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Hey, Froggy, did you see the video?
Oh, I did.
Shot this video last night.
I loved it, too, by the way.
Very
I hearted
irresponsible.
I had a lot of people. How many views does this thing have so far? Yeah, I'll look up the views in a minute. So I shoot this video last night. It's me in my driveway with some money. And I lit money on fire and listen to why.
MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Powerball jackpot is $900 million right now. Let me give you my official rules on Powerball. Whatever you're going to spend on this jackpot, which the odds are astronomically against you, you've got to be prepared to lose that money. Essentially, let me show you right now. Let's say I want to spend $100. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. Let me just take $100 out of this, out of my wallet. So you've got to be prepared to essentially take this $100 bill and just light it on fire. Just like this. Light it on fire. Because essentially, those are about the odds. Just want to let you know, what you can expect when it comes to your Powerball odds. Ooh, I better put this thing down or stomp it out before it burns my freaking hand off. Whoa. Get that, Julian.
All right. So I lit a $100 bill on fire.
Good for you.
That's right.
Times must be good in the
So I got a text last
Hold on,
night.
what'd you say?
Times must be good if you could do that.
It sounded like you left the N out.
No, just Schnitt House.
Was it really?
I get a text last night.
Was it really a real $100 bill, folks?
Come on. You guys don't know MJ that well?
Do you think I would light a real? You got to go look at this, folks. Go look at the video. It's on my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Man, I'm getting all kinds of comments on my Instagram. What did you get via text?
Somebody sends me the law that burning money is illegal in the United States, and it carries a sentence up to 10 years and significant fines.
Yeah, I got the same thing. So let me see how many views this thing has at this point. So the video of me lighting the money on fire, 3,235 views. Go take a look at the video. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. So Certified MJ Radio. And listen, it looks like I'm lighting a $100 bill on fire. But the point is, that's MJ's Powerball rule number one. Whatever money you're spending to buy Powerball, Mega Millions, really with anything lottery related, whatever money you're spending, you got to have the mindset that if I just light it on fire in my driveway, it's the same thing. I mean, really. But especially with Powerball and Mega Millions. Not as much with like the scratchers. The odds are better. But the odds are so awful with Powerball and Mega Millions. Yeah, somebody does win eventually, but it's not going to be you most likely. The odds are so bad that essentially, if you're going to spend $100 on Powerball, just light that 100 up in the Publix parking lot. Don't even go into the store. No. Just light it on fire right in the parking lot.
Be in the parking lot, not in the store.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whole different case.
Yeah, exactly. Or 7-Eleven or the MZ Food Mart. Oh, don't.
No. They've got gas pumps.
They have gas pumps, exactly. Yeah.
Don't light anything on fire now that we think about it.
Speaking of gas pumps, I want to mention something to you because I've had some requests. But if you want to see the video, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. My Powerball rule number one is whatever you're going to spend, just be prepared to lose, and you might as well just light that money on fire. That's my rule number. Dennis Phillips has all of his hurricane rules. Rule number 7. What is that? Don't panic unless he panics, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's a smooth customer.
Yeah, he is.
Until he isn't.
All right. So take a look at the video and give me a follow. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. The morning show is MJ Morning Show on Instagram. Roxanne Wilder is Roxanne's, and you can see all her butt shots and bikini shots.
You can also see the photo of Roxanne and Lee Spann taken on Friday at Meat Market.
Yeah.
And you were commenting this morning, MJ, because you thought that picture showed that I was the same height as her, and you thought that she was much taller.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought that Lee Spann, the meteorologist at Channel 8, who you had lunch with on Friday, I thought she was taller, but she's almost I think she's just a little taller than you, maybe, or
yeah.
So,
and you're not the only person who said that.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that, but
can we please refer to Tampa Bay's new female power couple as Roxanne?
Roxanne
or Roxley.
Roxanne is perfect.
Roxanne, I like that. Roxanne Wilder and Lee Spann from News Channel 8. Roxanne is the new dynamic duo.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of gas and gas stations, we got to do Gas Nozzle Man. We got to do some new Gas Nozzle Mans.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So do me a favor. Can you get with Buck and get that on the calendar?
It's going to be in Q4, but yeah.
All right. So what? Come on.
I'm kidding. It won't be till September, but yes.
No, we can do it. We can do it sooner than that.
Sooner than that,
so,
yes.
Gas Nozzle Man is a great bit, great response. We shoot great videos. Gas Nozzle Man is where, and we still have the prop in the office.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have a gas station hose and nozzle. So we got the whole thing. The nozzle goes in your gas tank and then 10 feet of rubber hose. And Gas Nozzle Man is where we send Fester to gas stations around town. And he pulls in like he's filling up. He puts the dummy gas nozzle in his car with the hose and then drives off dragging it. And then the responses of people trying to run after him. Hey, hey, hey. People trying to wave him down. He's driving down the road with the gas nozzle hanging out. We shot a couple of videos. They were totally hits, totally successful. People loved it. And I'm getting people requesting that we do Gas Nozzle Man, a new installment, all right?
A woman got arrested last week because she had a gas nozzle. She had a DUI because she had a gas nozzle hanging out of her car.
Hold on, where was this?
Hold on, really?
Wait a minute. I didn't.
I remember seeing it
Hold
somewhere.
on. And
Did you hear it here?
Wait a sec.
What?
And you didn't bring it to the show? Dude, what are you doing? That is great.
Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know.
That is great. You saw
I'm not sure. Maybe I made it up.
Well, I'm going to do some dream analysis on that.
All right, so hold on.
You're a wreck.
So, Froggy.
Yeah.
No.
From October 13th of 2019, broken gas pump hose leads to DUI arrest.
Told you.
The Pinellas Sheriff's deputy first clue was that something was wrong with the driver in the white Subaru in front of the cruiser was the broken gas hose dangling from the still open gas tank. The deputy initiated a traffic stop at 87th Avenue North and 4th Street North in St. Petersburg. That's right nearby here. It was 5:22 in the afternoon. Deputy summoned St. Pete police officer Kristen Thomas to assist in seeing whether the female driver was okay. Yeah, Froggy, this story, are you seriously, do you think you saw another one of these? Like,
I thought I saw something recently, but I could be wrong.
Festers did a search, and the story from 2019.
Mess up that bad.
No. We're all really happy.
Yeah, 4 years later. Thank you. Now, the United Airlines story, man, United's in the news a lot lately, huh?
Yeah, it seems like it after the guy who didn't enjoy his meal.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know what? Let me give out, before I get to the United story, let me just give you the Cash Dash song right now. It is between 9 and 9:20, we give you the Cash Dash song. Let me give it to you right now. Today's Cash Stash song is OMD If You Leave. You might recognize this. That song is guaranteed to play during the workday 4-6 p.m. When you hear that song, OMD, If You Leave. Whoa. I mean, there's a lot of hooks in that song. I mean, hold on a minute. I can bring up, we have a whole bunch of different hooks. Here, listen to, I think I can push this button here. How do I play this? Do I just hit this button here? No, I guess not. No, hang on. No. Stop. Hey, stop everything. Stop.
All right,
Stop.
we have to reset the traffic
I
music.
think
All right, we get the idea. We know what the song is.
I think I
now.
just screwed up. I just pushed it. Anyway.
I don't need you singing OMD more.
All right, so OMD. All right, if you hear that before 6 o'clock, which you will, guaranteed, just be the seventh caller, 800-990-1047, and you'll win $1,000. So it's the MJ Cash Stash song of the day. Good luck, and you will not hear us repeat the song again. We will not tell you the name. That's why you have to listen every morning between 9 and 9:20 to find out what the song of the day is. And that's what it is. And there you have it. We will not repeat that song until the actual song plays, and then hopefully you can win the next $1,000. All right, on the way, moving along here to the United Airlines story I was about to do. This is nuts, and I don't understand how this actually happened. But a house in Chicago, the emergency evacuation slide from a United Airlines Boeing 767 land in their backyard, and then they dragged it to like the front of the house on the sidewalk in the street area. This, I don't understand. The piece of equipment fell from a Boeing 767 final approach to O'Hare International Airport. Homeowner Patrick Devitt told WLS Television that his son, his father-in-law, they both heard a boom shortly after noon with the evacuation slide smacking into part of the house. It damaged the roof, damaged a downspout, damaged a window screen. When it's all stretched out, like it's a little jumbled up, but I'm sure the picture than a small car. This is the massive evacuation slide that people slide down on a 767 Heavy, on a wide-body aircraft. And those slides also are rafts. So if you make a water landing and they, well, you know, I don't know how, other than Sully, I don't know, you know, you land in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, I don't know what that's going to be like. But those things do detach and they act as rafts as well. So slide and a raft. But how the hell did this fall off the plane? The slide is actually inside the door. The door has to be opened because the slide activates. You got a hump. So on the hump where the slide is in the hump, you open the door when the slide is activated. It blows out the bottom, but the door is closed. The slide is still inside. How did the slide fall off of a Boeing 767? I even went to YouTube and I looked for Boeing 767 slide deployments, and believe it or not, there are videos of tests.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they have to open the door for the slide then to activate. In fact, there was a story not too long inflated inside during flight, and it like hurt a flight attendant, flung her like against the wall. I mean, those things, they inflate with like an explosive force. So how the hell did the slide fall out of the airplane if the doors are closed? I mean, that, I don't understand. Somebody help me.
Yeah, that's mind-boggling.
It is. It's mind-boggling. So no one was injured. Damage to the house. You know, you can see all the police cars, all the Chicago police cars all around in the street. Maintenance workers discovered an emergency slide didn't reach the airport after the plane filled with 155 passengers, 10 crew members landed. The plane was arriving from Switzerland, so I would imagine what? Probably United 767 service from Zurich to O'Hare. United said it was trying to figure out how the slide became detached from the plane. Yeah, when the slide is inside the plane, no door opened. What? How? I want to know how this happened.
It couldn't have been.
I cannot understand.
The slide is inside the plane, and when you open the door, it activates from the bottom of the lower part of the inside door. All right, this is a freaking mystery.
Do they have any? Does United have any information?
I haven't see if there's any update on the story. Or see if like one of those Ask the Pilot. You know what? Fester, go find that Ask the Pilot guy, and he has a column online or something where you, hey, ask the pilot. Yeah, tell him we want to know the answer to this. All right, when we get back, it's 9:21. Let me take my break. We got the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show next, and we got to talk about this summer trend where guys are getting injected. Whoop, right down there. This is a thing? Guys getting wiener shots?
Oh,
right.
yeah, baby.
Also, we're going to have to open up the MJ Morning Show Lost and Found window.
Okay.
In the next segment. Yep. MJ Morning Show Lost and Found. That and other things. Oh, I didn't get to the burrito attack yet. Man, we got a lot of stuff, man. It's like A-list material. You know what? When we hit the end of the show, we're not just dragging crap out with like C and D-list garbage to fill time. I got serious like prime time stuff. And we'll do it next in our final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. We're back in minutes. First, though, Rick, our program director, calm down. I'm not playing a 1980s stiff Holiday by the other ones. Oh, this was a great song, though. It didn't do well on the charts, but I love this.
We
this
should
thing.
work this in a little bit, Rick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once in a blue moon?
I'm just playing it as a rejoin. We play some rejoiners every once in a while, coming out of commercial breaks when I go right back at the content. So here's the deal. A couple of things are brewing. We just got word, and this is so freaking ironic. I'm just talking about Gas Nozzle Man and how people are requesting that we bring the bit back. Where Fester, we have a dummy gas nozzle. It's a real gas nozzle and a 10-foot rubber hose like you have at the gas station. We have a prop one that actually used to be in service, and Fester got it at a gas company supply house.
Yeah.
And it was like a decommissioned one. We have it as a prop for Gas Nozzle Man, where Fester pretends to be filling up gas at a gas station, drives off with the nozzle and hose dangling, and we've got video cameras, and people are like running after, Gas Nozzle Man. Hey, you pulled the gas pump. So we did this bit, shot a number of videos, huge smash. People love the bit. And I said to Fester a few minutes ago, hey, I'm getting people asking for the return of Gas Nozzle Man. And Fester's like, all right, yep, let's do it. Hey, Andrew, can you see where the other half of the show is? And where the hell Froggy is? We're back on the air for 2 minutes already. What's going on here? Is she tracking middays down the hall?
No, I think
during my time.
She's listening to the show, and we're so captivating to listen to. She's
all right, so you're not going to believe this.
Unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. So I'm talking about Gas Nozzle Man and how we got to bring the bit back. And Pat George, our traffic guy, comes down the hall and says that one of our production guys is 99% certain that he saw Jack Harris. Jack Harris, Tampa Bay broadcast legend, nicest guy on the planet. But Tommy, that he saw Jack Harris rip out a gas nozzle at a gas station convenience store yesterday.
We got to call Jack.
Oh, my God. I have Jack's cell number. Hang on a minute.
I feel like I've almost done that many times.
Well, that was Gas Nozzle Man. That's the whole thing.
I know.
All right, so let me call up Jack.
Dial up Jack.
Let me tell you right now, Jack never answers his phone.
Yeah.
So I'm not very hopeful that Jack is going to pick up. I have his old home number in Beach Park, but he sold that house. And hang on a minute. Lovely Leon Goldenberg, may he rest in peace, design property. Those Leon Goldenberg houses in Beach Park, they're all just super designs. All right, hang on a minute. Let me... 813-545. All right, I'm calling Jack. Fester, pick up the line.
Howdy.
Well, howdy there. All right, so we're calling Jack Harris, and we're just trying to confirm if he really ripped out a gas nozzle. Jack retired from 970 WFLA. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So is it just ringing?
So far, I'm on like ring number 3.
Let me know when it goes to voicemail. Put it on hold.
Sure.
All right, and
That's one thing I learned from Jack.
Yeah.
Never pick up your phone.
Never.
No, Jack never picks up the phone. Let
Good
me.
for him. Doesn't need to. He's a legend.
Hold on a minute. Let me send him a text.
Yeah, it's automated voicemail system. It's not even a good voicemail.
Hey, Jack, it's MJ. Can we call you live on the show real quick? Question mark. Somebody said they saw you rip out a gas pump nozzle at a gas station yesterday. Question mark. True or false? Question mark. Funny stuff. All right. Exclamation point.
That's a long text.
What the guacamole is this guy talking about?
I just did voice to text.
Yeah, we know what you did. Yeah, right.
All right, I just did voice to text.
He's
so,
not going to answer that.
Hey, Jack, it's MJ. Can we call you live on the show real quick? Someone said I would rip out.
You should have just said, can we call you on the show?
Yeah, I mean, you gave all the details. I mean,
Well, holy guacamole. He'd love coming on the air if he ripped out a gas pump nozzle.
You could do the Jackass Harris joke of the day.
Oh, man. And then, Fester, why are you waiting until the commercial break at the very end of the show to tell me about the Pinellas County write-in deputy that was following you and altered her travel path this morning?
I was going to do it at the beginning of the show.
What is
but the
wrong
show
with you? You're waiting.
Was she Seminole?
What happened?
I don't know
Okay.
what tribe she was
Okay.
from.
What?
I think she was
Never
Cherokee.
mind. I thought
I'm,
one did that to me too, but okay, go ahead, continue.
So listen to Fester's story. He's just telling me this during the commercial break just a few minutes
It
ago.
makes sense now. I just assume tell it tomorrow morning when that officer is probably listening.
Well, no, because by the time if we see that deputy on 275 and the Howard Franklin Bridge at 5:45, when we open the show, if she's going to, because she
So
peeled.
this was a little later. It's like 5:52. I was hustling into this morning. I even had Andrew get my headphones out of the office. I walked straight into the studio.
Why can't you get to work on time or get to work with like reasonable time? You're getting later and later, by the way.
Listen, when you see me show up at the crack of 6:45, we have this conversation.
All right.
Anyway,
So here's what happened to Fester this morning.
driving on Interstate 275 over the Howard Franklin Bridge.
And there is a Pinellas County deputy that among us we see multiple times a week. So it's a Pinellas County deputy in the big Chevy. What is that? A Suburban?
Yeah.
So in the big Chevy SUV, and I like the fact that a lot of the agencies are putting these deputies in larger cars. You know, HCSO, Chad Chronister, to his credit, they're moving the deputies into larger vehicles for the deputies' safety on the road. You'll see more pickup trucks, more larger SUVs on the road. They're phasing out the Dodge Chargers. So there's a Pinellas County deputy that we see driving in because we're all driving in. We're all from Hillsborough County. Andrew, our producer, Fester, Froggy, myself, Roxanne. So we're driving in, and a lot of times during the week, we see this Pinellas County marked SUV rolling southbound on 275. And it's funny to watch because all the drivers are like timid or, it's kind of low profile with the light bar and everything. So you see drivers that are flying and then they suddenly see the decal sheriff, Pinellas County, and they jam on their brakes. I'm like, I'll watch people fly up. I'm like, all right, brakes in 3, 2, 1, brakes. And then people are scared to pass this. I think it's a female deputy because
I don't know. I've never really seen the deputy.
I've seen her out of the vehicle several times helping with accidents on the side of the Howard Franklin Bridge.
Okay.
So Fester driving in this morning, you see the deputy.
I'm barreling in, and then I see traffic slowing down in front of me. I don't exactly know why, but I don't care. I take it on the outside, pass right by him. And the deputy is kind of leading that pack. So that cluster of cars is not passing that deputy. So, not to be a total schmuck, I keep up with the deputy in my lane. We're a couple of lanes apart. So I look over and that deputy's right next to me. We're going 78 miles an hour. I'll tell you right now, we're going pretty fast for the bridge. I'm in my lane, they're in theirs.
It's kind of tough to pull you over if they're in Hillsborough County driving.
I mean, they do have the right to pull you over.
But
and wait for other
listen,
assistance.
in all fairness, that's how traffic's moving at 5:30 in the morning.
So
yeah,
I don't think I'm going ridiculously fast,
right?
But I'm going faster than the limit. And as we approach the Roosevelt Ulmerton Road exit,
where it forks off, that's where I say fork you. And you can fork off to MLK, which is what we take, or you got the fork that goes to Ulmerton Road.
Right.
And I observe the deputy when I'm nearby. I always observe him going down Ulmerton. Now
I've lost the deputy in the rest of the bridge. We go over the hump. We travel several miles.
So you're now ahead of the deputy?
I don't know where they are.
So you had the cojones to then pass the deputy?
Other cars we caught up to other cars.
Right.
There was other traffic.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to pass anybody. We take that little turn. I'm the only person taking that Roosevelt turn. So I take that at a moderate speed.
You go to the left.
Probably racing down that curve.
Right.
And there's a vehicle behind me, which isn't uncommon. As I get to the straightaway on 9th, on MLK, the officer gets very close. I didn't know it was the officer at the time.
Yeah.
And lights up the bright bar, the LED.
Those are called the takedown lights.
Okay.
So she hits the takedowns,
right?
And listen, I don't know if it's it might be the female officer, it might be a male deputy, I don't know. So and maybe who knows? I just know that the deputy in the SUV that we see on the way in all the time goes Ulmerton. This time followed you, probably because they were saying, "Oh man, look at that jackass in that 2010 Cadillac DTS."
Or they acknowledged what a dope-ass car it is, and that it was the car of the 2010 millionaire.
So the deputy's SUVs behind you, they hit the takedown lights.
Right. And they light up my entire cabin of the car, right? And I look up, and I recognize it as some kind of emergency vehicle.
Well, they're running your plates now is what's going on.
Let them run the plates. That's fine.
Any warrants out? Any, should you be driving? Suspended license? Whatever.
All my warrants are under aliases.
Likely a trunk full of crack.
So I pull over. I get over a lane, letting them maybe pass, because thinking they had a legitimate emergency. Yep. They get right behind me. They're still behind me.
Yeah.
So now I'm monitoring the limit of this. Like, okay, they're not pulling me over. You don't have to pull over for the takedown lights, right? You have to pull over for the siren.
Just the takedown lights. Those are bright white LEDs. If they put on the red and blue flashing lights, if they light you up and then hit the little siren, the whoop whoop, then you got to pull over. Then
So I was in my head rehearsing my sovereign citizen speech, waiting to get pulled over.
Oh, jeez,
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
You're not a sovereign citizen. Cut the crap.
So I get to the lighted Roosevelt, and I get the green, and the officer peels right off onto Roosevelt, catching up to the Ulmerton Road to go to work. So I had a brief, minor run-in with the law.
What I think happened is that you probably caught the attention, driving a little too fast, lit you up, maybe to signify, hey, slow down, but also running your plates to see if you had any issues, they probably would have pulled you over.
Yeah.
But you have a clean record, no warrants or warrants, no you're not operating on a suspended license, right?
Apparently not, because I would have been pulled over this morning.
Oh, that's good. All right, so I have not heard back from Jack Harris.
Come on, Jack.
To confirm whether Jack really was at a gas station and ripped out a gas nozzle and drove away with the gas nozzle yesterday. Getting a report that he did, but we don't know. The person says they're almost certain it was Jack, retired radio legend Jack Harris. So, hey, where's my credit card? Oh, here it is. I got it. And I got a lot of things to buy when I finish the show today.
Don't flip that number over, man.
No, I don't want anyone to see my Suncoast Credit Union Visa debit card.
Well, everybody just saw your back code number. You held it up to the camera.
Now we know the 3-digit code.
Oh, really?
You held it up eye level.
Oh.
Now you're covering it.
Yeah. Well, the front has 4270-8800.
Those are just bank identifying numbers, right?
No, this is the actual Visa number. 4270-8800-86. Yeah, so because this is also a Visa. It's a Visa card as well. Oh, why does this say Michael Kuzmano on the card?
What?
Yeah, why?
Who's that?
Yeah, I can't wait to go out on a big shopping spree after the show today with Michael Kuzmano's Visa debit card. Oh, who is Michael Kuzmano? Oh, it's the legal name of a Froggy.
You doxing me?
Doxing? Did your card fall out of your pocket?
I guess so.
Dude, I got your credit card in my hand.
Where was it?
It's in my pocket right now.
I'd say I've never known you to have an account over at Suncoast.
Yeah,
fine place.
Where was it?
Did you buy something out of the snack machine earlier today?
Yes.
Well,
I left it in
was
there.
Was it in the snack machine?
Oh my God, how many people bought stuff off me?
Dude, apparently 30 items went out. The machine is empty. There's nothing.
If I would have seen it.
Just coils are turning now.
You thank MJ right now for giving you back that card.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I would have bought everything.
Who gave this to you?
I can't tell you. Okay. But there were multiple purchases made at your expense, apparently. All right, so keep track of your credit card, man. All right, a couple of things before we get out of here today. Again, listen up. We told you what the MJ Cash Dash song is. Listen up for that song. It's going to play before 6. We tell you the song to listen for between 9 and 9:20 every day. And I did it at, 9:14 today? 9:14, 9:15. So heads up. If you missed today's, then... Well, there are some secret ways to find it, but I'm not going to talk about those. But make sure you're listening tomorrow between 9 and 9:20 so you can play. We're going to do it all this week. We'll do it all next week. I think it happens the week after. We're giving away tens of thousands of dollars, folks, here on the MJ Morning Show. A couple of quickies before we get out of here. I mentioned the burrito attack. Gotta love this. A victim was beamed in the face with a Mexican burrito.
As opposed to...
a Norwegian burrito.
A Polish burrito?
Smoking Gun has this. A burrito listen to this. A burrito thrown by a woman at Rick's Reef at St. Pete Beach. Got a local item here. A burrito was thrown by a woman at Rick's Reef, missed the intended target, and smashed a male victim in the face, according to police who arrested the burrito bomber. Investigators were called last Wednesday to Rick's Reef at St. Pete Beach due to a female subject yelling at customers. The woman in question was Sarah Ann Cochera, 46, lives with her boyfriend at his condo just down Gulf Boulevard from Rick's. Witness told police that Cochera was in a verbal dispute with a man not identified. Cochera threw a burrito at the subject, but the airborne burrito did not strike the man with whom she was fighting with. Instead, it smacked the victim in the face. Don't know if there was an injury involved, but she left the restaurant before the cops arrived. She remained nearby, was not cooperative with deputies, charged with disorderly conduct, misdemeanor, booked into the Pinellas County Jail, bonded out last Thursday morning, $250. Her profile on LinkedIn lists her as a financial advisor with a financial services company.
Listen, you want to save money, multitask your burrito.
Oh,
you get hot sauce on there? You get that in your eye?
That's a real weapon.
Cochera was arrested last month for allegedly punching her 66-year-old boyfriend in the face during an argument at their residence. Oh, my God. What's going on here?
She throws down.
Yeah, she does. Oh, and then finally, before we get out of here today, I'm just going to kind of drop a little teaser on this, and we'll get into this in more detail on tomorrow morning's show. But doctors in the Hamptons are saying that patients are going in for summer penis injections? What? There's a shot you can get, and they're saying that this Priapus shot, Priapus, known as the P shot, helps combat erectile dysfunction, but apparently it helps with size.
Hey, man.
So, guys,
what happens after 3 months? The girl's like,
hold on.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
It shrinks?
Holy crap. Unbelievable.
I was having a lot of sinus infections.
What the heck happened?
Who is this lady?
Hey, stop this. Hey, Andrews, I don't know what happened. Stop the machine.
All right, stop it.
Yeah, stop the machine. How do I shut this off? Oh, there we go. I just shut it off. You're going to have to reset that.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, folks, we got to get out of here. Have yourself a fantastic day. Oh, here's my music. Yeah, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were clogged.